How's that got to do with his freedom?
5 days. So what? You can't give me five.
You guys are missing him. I mean,
You just give me 5 days and be I don't want to overreact. Because you should not be reactionary. But as the kids say, things are peak.
What would you rather have? Creating more chances or being a lot more efficient?
This is the second year. And it's a red. Last time United won the Champions League. Freakish.
I think Berardi was the worst player in the game.
Wait. What are you eating?
Buffalo chicken wings.
Guys, what up? It's the kid. We're back in here, back in the game, ready to give you that extra Salini, man. Sunday night hangout, and look, guys, for this Sunday crack, for these Sunday things, as guys who know the show, we try and do more expansive football topics rather than current topics. So a big one is to do this whole thing of getting to the crux of Messi fanboys against Cristiano fanboys. Why does this exist, and why does it exist in such a violent, aggressive way? So that is like our main topic for tonight. But I think before we do that, a bit of house cleaning. So we're just going to talk about a few stories. We're going to talk about Gavi. How much of a talent is he? 17 years old. He already has so many caps. At 17, he's already Spain's best player. How good can this guy be? We want to also talk about Sadio Mané. He's close to a Bayern move. How much will he be missed? And is Nunez a viable, proper replacement for someone like a Sadio Mané? And then we will then move over to Pochettino and talk about Poch and where does Poch fit into this whole thing? And he's obviously ended his tenure and so forth. And we're going to just talk about why Poch was hired and his Pochettino and basically and his time out at PSG. So guys, send in those dubs if you want. Please use the super chats functions. Those are donations that help this channel grow and help us give it that amazing, superb content crack. We call them dubs here. Send in those super chats. I thank you for your beautiful donation. Like, subscribe, and look, man, let's us get this stuff in and ready to roll through, man. So how is everybody doing, bro? How's everyone doing?
Guys, before we
I have a
start,
question for you.
wait. Sage, one sec.
All right,
Sage.
yes.
All right.
Because it's June, we have to pay respect. So I want to, Devil Dog on Twitter, the United fan.
Bro, that guy has literally been assaulting me with tweets. What?
Before you go, it's the month of June, so Miss B Nation and Devil Dog, I want to wish you guys a happy Pride Month because I know you guys are celebrating. Especially you, Devil Dog, bro, because you're definitely celebrating.
Okay,
Abdul. Yeah, mute your mic. I think mute your mic.
Nah, but can we just talk about Devil Dog,
No.
This guy,
Happy Pride Month.
Hold up.
This United fan told me that I'm living in the past. He told me I'm living in the past.
No. Yes, yeah. You need to actually take a look at some of the United fans because these guys are literally a bit wild, bro. Like, your fan base, I think your fan base actually needs some serious psychiatric help, bro. Your fan base needs some serious psychiatric help.
Yo, Mohammed, what's up, bro?
Before we move on, let me just say I like.
You know.
Sometimes I feel like you're like a double agent, man.
How so?
Because look at the lineup here. You have PSD Delta. You have Abdul. You have Bari. You have Samuel.
I'm on your team. I'm on your team, bro. I'm on your team.
Okay, Mohammed.
But I'm on your team, bro. I'm a Ronaldo fanboy. Relax.
And the main topic today is Ronaldo versus Messi. I don't know, HH. This is a setup.
Don't worry.
No, but
I already have a question for HH. Don't worry.
We're building up.
Yes, because people say, "Oh no, this isn't Cristiano against Messi. This is Cristiano fanboys against Messi fanboys."
Okay.
Delta. Relax. I have the mic here. Okay, it's fanboys against fanboys because
Delta has to answer to his crimes. He's been calling CR7 CR Kelly for a minute now. I have to answer to his crimes.
No,
Bro,
I
he's
want to
still
call
the GOAT.
HH out. I want to
CR Kelly's
call
still
HH
the
out
GOAT,
because
man.
even when he's made thumbnails, HH, you are so biased. Even when making thumbnails, right, messed up thumbnails, you managed to give Lionel Messi 2 teeth and Ronaldo 0. Like, you're that biased, bro.
I got that from the incident, bro. That was the funniest pick of the incident. So that was
Yeah, sure.
I have love for both guys. So look. Let's go through the house and everything. So guys, we'll just quick news stuff and everything. So let me first start with the first one, which is this. And guys, it's just very brief. So let's talk about Gavi. Quick question.
Can I start on this one?
Yeah. Okay. How is he the next big thing, or is this all hype? 17 years old. Is this the next big thing?
I'm gonna be honest with you, HH.
Be honest.
Like,
be fully real.
Don't fall for like Twitter montage clips, HH. Don't fall for it because yes, he's showed glimpses this season, but it's his first season. He's 17. He tailed off big time towards the end of the season.
Everybody's raving about this dude, bro.
Yeah, I know, but HH, let's not do this, HH. Let's not overhype because he still has a long way ahead of him. He still has a long way, like in regards to polishing his talents. He has talents, bro. No doubt about it. I really like his ball control. I really like his vision, his passing, but HH, like, he still has a long way to go, and it's way too early to put any like a title on his talents yet because.
But he's good though. The guy has skills though. The guy has skills. The guy is good.
He has skills that pay the bills. Unlike that devil dog on Twitter, bro. He's sitting there arguing all day. No way you can afford bills, bro. But yeah. He has them skills. He has the first touch. He has the. It's like if you want to be successful midfielder for Barca, bro, you have to have vision, HH, because I know you guys talked about Ding Dong yesterday, and I went on HH because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, bro. Like, you've been messing me up, HH. I've got to be honest. Like, you're starting your streams midnight. I've been awake.
I've been trying to get on, and I've been sleeping.
Yeah, bro.
Look, man, with the Night Kings.
No, but HH, you were talking about Ding Dong. HH, Ding Dong, he has as much vision as as Mohammed without glasses on. You feel me? No vision.
Facts, all blurry, bro. Man, like Scott McTominay, bro.
So
was that necessary?
He has vision. So hopefully he can develop it. But please don't give him a nickname, HH. Don't give him a nickname.
It's written Gavi. Yeah. So what do you think about Gavi?
HH, you hear this, guys? You hear this? You hear this?
Is this your bedtime story, man?
No, this is Disney. I'm a Disney Plus merchant. All right, I'm a Disney Plus merchant. HH. Okay?
Wait, hold on.
No, this is my sister, guys. Relax.
That is very scary. Can you please shut
Give
up?
your sister back her toy, man. He was like, "Can I borrow this?"
Man's got
anyways, HH. I'm a big fan.
Come on, bro.
I'm a big fan of Gavi. I'm a big fan of Hold up.
Please.
Bro, man said, "Can I take your sister's toy out on loan, man?"
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. So please talk to me without that scary thing, man. Please.
Hold on, HH, I gotta fix this. Give me a second. Come back to me.
Can I Casey, talk on it. Casey. Jesus
I don't rate him that much right now, because he is still a bit too rash on the ball, and he gets way too many yellow cards for absolutely no reason.
So he's not the future of Barca?
I don't know. Like, he's just 17. Future, if he wins us at least a league right now, then we will talk about that. Before that, he's just hype merchant, like Pedri and Ansu Fati.
Hype merchants?
Yeah. Unless you don't win anything, you are nothing. Simple as that.
But he's 17.
I agree.
But HJ, let's be honest. Like, if you don't win anything for your club, then you are just a hype merchant.
Yeah.
No.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No, wait, hold up.
Kane like that. You have treated Kane like that.
Casey, we're talking about how much of a talent the individual is. Now, is Gavi playing with Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, and so forth? No, he's not playing.
No, but he's but Iniesta and Xavi actually made their own for the backbone of two great teams, right? He has the chance to do the same. If he is able to do that, then we can talk about it. But
can I go?
Let's just see how it does in the World Cup, at least for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barry,
no, HH.
Yes, you wanted to say something.
No, I just I understand what Abdul and Casey are saying. They want to be grounded because they're Barcelona fans, but I mean, at the end they were talking. At the end of the day, we're talking about the kid's talent, right? He's 17 years old, and we're just saying what I'm saying is I appreciate the talent he has. He looks like a very, very special player. And at 17 years old, I mean, balling for Spain, it's not easy. It's not. That's the thing, guys. Like, we need to look at like a lot.
Yeah. What midfielders do Spain have really that he's keeping?
But your boy Thiago's nowhere to be seen. I'm a Liverpool fan.
Thiago's a flop, though.
He's a C-Tech Cruz, man.
What's the
relax, man.
Guys, where's Koke? Where's
Koke?
Koke is nowhere to be seen. Saul's a bum. So come on, guys. Let's actually put more respect on the kid's name, man. He's 17 years old.
Hold on. Are we gonna have trash takes right now? Are we gonna have trash
Samuel,
takes?
Relax, bro. We're talking about Gavi here, bro. I don't know why you're so mad.
Oh my days.
All I'm saying is I rate the talent, bro.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yes, it's not your fault. It's because of yesterday. My head is hot from yesterday. I was listening to it and I was like,
hold on, Sam. You'll have it time. When we talk about you'll have it time. Okay, but let me bring in Barry. Barry, talk to me. Gavi.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same stance as Abdul, Casey, and a little bit of Yassi. I think that he looks like a great player. He had good showing for Spain and Barca. I like his ball control. I like his vision. I like his ability on the ball and everything. And he's still 17. There's things to improve in his all-around game, but he's only 17. He can improve from year after year and everything. But I don't agree on like winning right now and everything, because I don't think that Barcelona is in a position to win really anything significant. And Spain, they're a good team, but I don't think that they're gonna win the World Cup. So I don't get really the winning argument for now. But I think he can improve and become a good player to watch out in the future.
So who here thinks that he's going to be a great talent?
After this conversation, can we talk about Nunez again? Because I have to cook this guy.
Oh no, because we're going to.
We want to come back.
Because I saw Anfield agenda. They put it title. Is he a potential?
Abdul, meet your mic. Delta, what are you saying?
I was just saying, man. Yeah. Gavi, he's better than that journeyman. What's his name? Chouameni. So I like to add Gavi.
He rejected them and he's feeling so salty about it, but it's okay.
No, I honestly can't believe he rejected us to be a bench warmer for Real Madrid. But
you can't believe it? You can't believe he rejected PSG, really?
Yeah, I mean, Messi, Neymar,
so what happened to Zidane, bro? What happened to Zidane?
Ramos.
The Delta also that the visit is coming. So you still believe that the visit is going to be coming?
It's going to come in July. It's going to come in July. Don't worry about it.
July.
Don't put.
Hold on, because that's for Poch. Hold on. So basically, so no one here rates Gavi. No one here thinks Gavi is going to be the next big thing.
No, I do rate him, but like next big thing, I wouldn't say that yet.
So guys, this is the reason why Haaland and Nunez are going to be the future of football. Is because you don't give support to ballers like
bro, that's Tim's versus Tim's, bro. That's Tim's versus Tim's.
But HS, you're talking to Barcelona fans. Barcelona fans, like literally, this all fan base do that. They don't want to overhype their players because they're scared. Because everyone knows how good of a talent Gavi is, but they don't want to put that pressure on him. They're like, oh no. He let's not put the pressure on him. That's how every fan base is like this. So I'm not surprised that Barry, Abdul, and Casey are all saying this. I expect them to say this.
I showed more love to Gavi than Abdul and Casey.
Yeah, but you haven't watched him every week in, week out. I'm telling you, you're watching highlights.
No, Abdul. Well, I promise you, bro. In America, we have what is called ESPN Plus. I actually watch a lot of La Liga games, especially since Barcelona. And I agree with you. This last season, he's been okay. He hasn't been like amazing. He had very good games, but he's been in and out of this team throughout the whole season.
Bro,
I understand
disrespect.
that. But then, like his talent, we're talking about his talent for a 17-year-old, bro. He looks like a very promising talent.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch to Dubs, and then I'll come to because we'll have to move to the next thingy. Miss B Nation, HH, don't come on the Black Krillin.
Oh man,
who watches Dragon Ball Z? I'm not the Black
Krillin. Relax. You haven't read the tweet.
Shiny as ever.
It doesn't mean you, HH.
Labdul. Sorry, HH. The Black Krillin Labdul still in the dark, I guess. Oh wow! Wait. How long has this like beef been going on between you and Miss B Nation?
HH, you know Miss B Nation, like HH, this guy he hates so much, bro. Like it's not
no.
his,
Come here.
HH.
I don't know who.
I've been telling you since 4 p.m. today.
Wait, hold up.
I've been in a Twitter war with him and Devil Dog, bro.
I don't know who's a bigger hater, Miss B Nation or Casey. It's actually a battle. So who's a bigger hater, Casey? Because it's tough. Shout out to boy Mikey.
But bro,
boy.
Hold on. So I can't forget yesterday, PSG Delta saying that Ole is tactically better than Zidane.
Drop the brick, bro.
Even Stephen A. Smith has better football knowledge than PSG.
Bro, drop the brick, bro.
So Delta, this is for you, bro.
So
Delta,
he's trying to say. No,
Hey, shout out to Oli on the social, bro.
Let me speak on that.
Shout out to Oli.
Nah, bro. Hold on.
Shout out to Michael, bro.
No, Delta, you'll have time to speak for the next topic. Ross, you'll have time.
You already spoke on it yesterday, bro. Like, first of all, Zidane is tactical, bro, because even the way he implemented...
No, he's not.
Yes,
wait, guys, hold up. Guys, hold on. We'll get into it on the PSG topic. So, this actually leads us nicely into the next one, which is Mané and Nunez as well. So,
El Dio.
Mané is pretty much what the fuck? So Mané is pretty much confirmed to be jetting off, and I want to really combine it. So I think it's Liverpool via ZZC said Nunez confirmed, and I'm livid. Flashbacks are real. I want to come to Mohammed first, and then to Simon. So Mohammed, is this? Do you feel Nunez is a Mané replacement? If he is, do you think he's a proper, viable replacement for Mané? And also, if Mané is going to leave, how much do you think Liverpool will miss him?
I think Liverpool will miss him a lot because, like, Mané is the perfect Klopp player. He presses from the front, and he also delivers, whether it has to be a clutch moment or even a league moment. And Nunez, when you even said the future of football is going to be Haaland versus Nunez, that means, bro, the future is dark, bro. That's gonna be dark times. That's Tim's versus Tim's, bro. Like,
Mohammed,
better
let me
Tim's,
ask you a question, bro. Like, who would you rather have up front, Nunez or Alexis Texas?
Hey, that's after hours talk, bro.
Wait, you guys are still on that, man?
Hey, but what's it called? Nah, but for real though, in terms of even Nunez, there was so many options that we could have got, like Nkunku. We could have got Nkunku. We could have got Danjuma, and Nkunku is more closer to a Mané replacement than Nunez would be.
True.
The only positive about Nunez is that he's just a different profile that maybe stays in the box, because sometimes when we're delivering crosses, most of the players are like nowhere to be seen. So that's the only positive about Nunez. But for me, is looking very bleak. Like, losing Mané, I would have never wanted that to happen. And even the 100 million we earned from this season, I would have preferred to just pay Mané his contract and Salah his contract, and that 100 million I would have preferred to spread it out within the team. Because
do you think Mané has gone underappreciated at Liverpool? Liverpool have not 100%. Mané.
100%. I'll even break it down like this: like, the fan base keep raving about the Salah contract. Imagine Mané came back from the AFCON after winning it, and he comes back and he sees that people are making murals for the second place guy. They're making murals for the guy he just beat. And the guy comes back, and everybody keeps talking about the Salah contract. But if I'm Mané, I'm like, what about me? You guys keep talking about Salah contract. I'm running out of contract the same year, and I'm also just as crucial as Salah is. Salah's a good player, but I'm also a good player, and I do whatever Salah can do, I can do the same or even better because I'm more clutch. And you guys keep raving about him making murals for the second place guy, but don't even talk about my contract. If I'm him, I would do the same thing and go to Bayern because they're respecting me by paying me what I'm worth to them.
Okay, so do you think Nunez is going to be a hit? So are you sold on the whole Nunez thing? Because you said that Nunez is not a replacement, that he's just coming into... Because what we said yesterday is that Nunez coming in means that you're going to change formation, and it's going to be a totally different approach because he's such a throwback old-school striker. Do you see it working?
Honestly... these things are difficult to predict. For me, it's just he's very shit on the ball. So for me, the best thing for us to do is make him stay in the box. Like, no matter what you do not let him get involved in the football play. Make sure he just stays in the box. Make sure he just stays in the box and gets on the end of crosses and finishes the through passes and whatnot, but don't let him get involved in the build-up play.
So you're telling me you can't improve as a football player?
He can, but so can any shit footballer in life. Any shit footballer can improve under Klopp, obviously.
Yeah, but that's like saying, like, you know, Fred can improve under Klopp. Does that mean you should?
Bro,
go get
exactly. Fred, if Fred played for Liverpool, we'd be cooking. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We'd be cooking.
Hold on. So Samuel,
You lot are
first of
hurting
all,
my head.
your take on Mané and Nunez. So basically, Mané going out, him also leaving, and your boy Nunez coming in, because Nunez got cooked last night. It was bad. It's probably the worst roast I've ever seen of a player in my entire life. It was bad.
Yeah.
But first of all, do you believe that the Nunez thing is unfair? And specifically for Mané, do you think that Liverpool are making a mistake not doing everything to keep a guy who was so vital for you?
First of all, when I saw that Liverpool are splashing 100 million on Nunez, I was skeptical because this has only been one season. And if we're spending 100 million, I would have rather spent it on Jude Bellingham rather than Nunez. Now, that's my actual take on it. Now, yesterday, I know you guys were having fun, but I feel like that was a little bit unfair on Nunez, mainly because we haven't actually seen him play in the Premier League. Let him have the season.
But Samuel, we saw his compilation, and it was
I know. But let him have the season, and then we'll see what he does. However, Jota, he is not a good football player. However, he bangs goals. I think he got like 15 in the season. This season. What we need is a goal scorer. We just need someone to score goals. And I'm not talking about a goal scorer, because we got Salah, we got Diaz, we got Jota, we even got Firmino. I'm talking about in the big games. In 3 finals, even though we won 2, we did not score a goal in all 3. That is a problem. We need somebody like an Origi, who is not a great player, however, is clutch in the big moments. I just need Nunez to score in the big moments. I just need Nunez to be a tapping merchant, or some, you know that kind of player that he just pops up with a clutch goal. If he goes and does that, hey, we're all gonna have to hold our hands up.
You mean like Lukaku?
Can I ask you a question, Sam?
Lukaku doesn't do that though.
No, but that's what he was supposed to do.
But Sam, let me ask you a question though. Yeah, go on. And forget about this Lukaku nonsense and all that stuff. Just ignore that.
Hey, easy. Jedi.
So Darwin Nunez is a striker. As a long-term Liverpool fan, does he? When you look at him in his profile, is he a Liverpool striker? Looking back at a lot of the strikers you've had,
you should really say like a Klopp striker, because this is Klopp's team. It's not really about Liverpool. It's about what's
Klopp
wants.
But my question. But here's the thing. I mean, this is the first time we've seen Klopp buy a striker for 100 mil. Let's be real out here.
The market has changed. True, but the market has changed thanks to Neymar.
Well, he also wanted Haaland as well.
But my question to Samuel was, is he for when you look at Liverpool strikers in the past, this Darwin Nunez will be the next guy because you spent 100 million on him. And my question to you is, Samuel, do you see him as a Liverpool striker?
All right, listen. I can't lie. When we were linked to him, I was a little bit confused. Now, you don't know what Klopp is going to do. He might change up the formation and play more of a 4-2-3-1 and have Nunez as the main striker, where he's the one that's going to run in. Because if you think about it, if you look at all the compilations, he's been running in behind. He's very good at that. My thing is, what is he going to do with low block teams? Now, I trust Klopp. If he's spending 100 mil, when has Klopp spent 100 mil on a player? If he's spending 100 mil on a player, he must see something about that player that he thinks is good. So that's why I said I'm gonna give him a season. I'm not gonna rubbish it now, because let's say if Nunez balls, I'm not gonna lie, that last hangout, there's gonna be a lot of receipts. Receipts.
No. But Sam, what about these theories? Now, I don't know. I'm just throwing the theory out there. A theory is this was a panic buy because of Haaland. That you're competing with City. This is your only stumbling block from dominating England. And they just went and bought one of the most highly coveted goal scorers out there. So we're going to know, now we need to respond. We need to go back. Mané is going. If they're going to get a goal scorer, we need to now find the next best goal scoring thing out there that's young.
Quickly? Can I say something?
I will answer that, but yeah, go on.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, so this is my issue with even FSG. Like, yes, Klopp can identify talents, but it's like with us, it's the worst kind of transfer business because we keep being reactive instead of proactive. Even with the Diaz deal, we decided to go after him because there was the threat that another club got involved with Tottenham going over and trying to make that deal happen. And now we want to get Diaz. And with the Nunez thing is like, well, Klopp wanted Haaland, but he dismissed it right away because he's like, bro, these FSG guys are like Jews. They're not even gonna like, no disrespect, but it's like, bro, these guys, they ain't gonna free nothing, bro.
Hey, bro, you gotta relax.
No disrespect, no disrespect. Like, look. I apologize.
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
HH, you don't want to be sent to the anti-Semitism,
look.
bro.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Okay, keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah, so
keep moving.
they're being reactive instead of proactive. For me, Klopp wanted Haaland, and he even complimented him in the media, but he never had that hope that he could actually spend 100 million. And now it's too little, too late, and we're getting maybe the Plan C option because even Vlahovic is more technically gifted and a good finisher as well. So if we really get involved like a serious club, we could have either had Vlahovic or Haaland, which I think is an improvement on Nunez. But that's just my opinion.
Why am I gonna get HH demonetized?
Hold on. Okay, cool. One thing
You know,
about
if that was me, I would have been banished.
You're
muted, bro.
Sorry, Sam.
Cool. This was not a panic buy for City. Whatever Patrick told you guys yesterday has been straight up lies, and I want to get onto him because this guy's been annoying me recently. But anyways, I think it was a panic buy for the Champions League final. What happened in the Champions League final because of the lack of goals that we have scored in 3 finals. Now, I'm going to get onto Patrick because Patrick straight up lied to you lot yesterday. He said, and I repeat, Liverpool fans have been comparing Nunez to Haaland and Mbappe. What Liverpool fan has been comparing Nunez to Mbappe, please? Can you bring it up?
Samuel,
wait, Sam.
Go
now,
to Twitter.
No, not truly, but unless
no, hold on. Don't show me trolls.
No.
Do not show me trolls.
I know, but unless Abdul used CGI, Abdul sent me a headline of a vid that said that Liverpool have just bought a future Ballon d'Or winner. So whether that's a troll Liverpool fan and so forth, that is
is the biggest Liverpool channel on YouTube.
He is a Liverpool fan. He's from Ireland, but he's a Liverpool fan. Like, yeah.
Okay, so you name one.
No,
cool. Another person, please.
No, completely, Sam. The issue that I have here is because same thing that I had with Tom on the terrace. Some guys like you are sensible. We're like, let's chill. Okay, I can understand where it's coming from and everything, but let's not overrate it. But I think some guys buy into Tick, and Tick is trusting in Klopp. So because they buy so much into Tick, they're like, we have to try to rationalize why this is an amazing signing. That if it's Klopp, who we know, and Klopp doesn't always buy great because we look at Minamino, look at Naby Keita, those did not work out. But more times than not, he hits the bullseye. So because I say, no, if he's going to spend 100 mil, I have to rationalize why this is going to be an amazing signing because it's 100 mil and it's Klopp, this has to be the next big thing.
But
where's that? He's only human.
Quickly. Personally for me, I'm fair. I'm not going to go on Twitter and see a troll. And let's say, a Chelsea fan said that Lukaku's going to be a Ballon d'Or winner. And I'm going to bring that to here and say, Chelsea fan said that. I'm not going to do that. So let's be fair here. For sensible Liverpool fans, we all know that Nunez deal, we were all skeptical about it. So come on, let's be fair. We're talking about a guy, Patrick, that will try to say that Mbappe is not even better than Haaland. Remember he said that.
He's deluded, but he's deluded.
I mean,
Mbappe's hold on. Also, when he was asked about Haaland's injury record, he started stuttering. Are we taking advice on this guy?
But how good is Mbappe?
No, but that one is exaggerated.
No, but to be fair, Tom Little be making us look bad as well. Like,
I have a question. I have a question for the Liverpool fans, though. I have a question for the Liverpool fans, real quick. So I've been on Twitter lately, and I've been on the Liverpool side of Twitter lately. I heard that one of the most influential person in terms of the transfer in your transfers people, Michael Edwards, he's leaving. So you guys have a new guy. And I've heard that this whole trust in club is actually a myth, where it's like a club and it's like a group of people that actually decides who you guys scout, who you guys buy, and et cetera, et cetera. Like Liverpool have like a unique like data analysis group of people where they specifically pick these people and they suggest players to club. So my question to you, Samuel, is how sure are you that this was a club signing, that club specifically wanted this player?
First of all, when was the last time Liverpool spent 100 million? Never. We've never done it. We've never done it.
Wait, was Van Dijk with add-ons 100 million, or was it just
it was just 75 million straight. That was just 75 million straight. So what I understand what you're saying with they have a whole group and a board, but what Klopp does is that he says the profile player that he wants. He brings it to the scouts. The scouts come back to him with certain players, and he chooses the players that he wants. We've got our option A, option B, option C. So Klopp still is the one that still picks the players. It's the scouts' job to go out, find the profile player, give him the options that he wants. If you can't get option A, then go for option B. If you can't go for option, because remember, last season or the season before, we wanted Werner. Thank God we didn't get him. We wanted Werner.
No, hold on, Sam. He's still available. He's still, if he's still wanted,
God forbid.
Can I say something though? Can I tell you?
We need midfielders as well. That's
okay. Well, Abdul, drop.
Can I go? I went on this Liverpool channel, HH, and I wanted to see like how do Liverpool fans feel about this. You know, this guy, he tried praising him. You know what compliments he had for him, HH, and I'm not kidding you. He said he reminds me of Torres because of his man bun, and he reminds me of Diego Forlan because he's Uruguayan. HH, you know, that's when I knew that these guys they're cuckoo in the head. You feel me? Like,
bruh.
No,
we may as well.
We for attention, man.
We may as well say he's Suarez because he's Uruguayan, bro. Like,
I would just say one more thing, just one more thing, and then I'll let the rest go. There's delusion and there's support in your player. I'm gonna support Nunez. He's at Liverpool. Whatever he does, I will support it. If he does some rubbish, then I want him out my club. But let's give him a chance. let's give him a chance. But people that are saying that he's Torres and stuff like that, that's delusion. That's just
no, that's madness. That's madness. Don, what do you say?
Right.
Don.
You know, before I even talk about this Nunez guy, what from my observation about Liverpool fans, one thing I'll say, them it's like a cult following, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Done
100%.
They're
Scientologists.
If one person says something that's against the major consensus, it's like mob justice on you. So because of that, they all have to play along with the delusion.
But Don, what didn't you say that's for all clubs as well?
No.
Liverpool's different though. Liverpool's different.
Liverpool's different.
All right, no. Wait, I'll explain that.
Samuel, Samuel, you can't.
No, wait, Samuel, wait.
I'll explain it.
You will get a chance to explain. Wait.
Okay, cool.
No, what I was saying is, I think what Liverpool needed was someone of a profile of a Lewandowski. Someone who can hold the ball.
No, we didn't need that. We don't need that.
No, someone who can hold. You see, like Firmino with goals, right? Because that's what they try to do with Mané by playing him much more centrally. And his whole play is not that great, but he's a better player than Nunez. So you should imagine how worse it's gonna get. Because the thing is, yes, in these other leagues you get space. In the Premier League, most of the time you're gonna play against low blocks, and that's the biggest issue.
Have you seen Haaland's hold-up play?
No. The thing is, when you're playing for City, you just need to be in the box. The ball will come.
That's true.
Whereas you don't have besides Thiago,
we don't have
the man is gonna be passing him balls directly into his mouth, bro.
100%.
Yeah, but the thing though is this: I believe Jota is actually a better footballer than this guy. Right, whereby Jota might actually even do better, and Jota is not that great of a footballer.
So Don, are you saying this is a complete dot buy that he's going to be a failure?
I think it's overpriced, but that's the reality of strikers in the market. If Lukaku is going for 100 million,
97.5.
But guys, he's not that bad of a
at the end of the
player,
day, it's
though.
the reality. The market is dry with quality strikers. So whoever is available, they'll put a premium on them. If it was up to Klopp, I don't think he'd pay 100 million for this guy. Maybe 30 to 40 million max. But then now the beauty of this now, look, Klopp can't talk about money anymore because he's now reached the oil money figures.
But
so you can't say
it's
Klopp is an underdog anymore.
I know you're going to move on to someone else, but is Benfica owned by the mafia or something? Like how do they get so much money for their players?
Joao Felix.
Joao Felix.
Bro, it's true like that. Things are looking a bit sketchy. Things are looking sketchy with how these guys are rolling, man.
And you know what the craziest part is? I was talking about this with Ajax as well. Like these men, they sell players for so much money, but they don't spend the money. Like, where does the money go?
But
maybe the mafia.
No. But
I didn't say anything. Okay, I didn't.
So what? Casey, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Yeah. First of all, I don't know where this trust in Klopp is coming from. Can you tell me how many major trophies has Klopp won?
And
major trophies in League and Champions League, nothing else.
The thing is,
major trophies in League and Champions League, nothing else. How many has he won?
Hold on. Get him, Casey. Get him. So are you telling me that the Cup is not a major trophy?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
To be fair, I think this went over Klopp's head. I think even the 100 million figure, Klopp would have said, "What the heck? What are you guys talking about? 100 million?" If they went to him and said, "We're gonna bid this much," he would have been like, "Bro, you guys may as well have got me hauling."
No, man, I've had enough of this, man. Like all these up and coming strikers, man.
Wait, hold on. Let Casey land this part.
Didn't you guys sign Icardi for like 60 million?
So this guy wins 4 major trophies, is somehow called the best manager in the world for winning like 2, I don't know, Mickey Mouse clubs.
Wait, he is the best manager in the world right at this moment.
Shut up.
He's right at this moment.
It's Pep and Carlo. He's not even
You are delusional.
How am I delusional? You guys are
This is coming from a guy that's supposed to team that's only won 5 Champions League. Come talk to me when you got more. Come talk to me when you got more.
I don't think Klopp's the best. I don't think Klopp's the best. I think he's up there with Pep.
You only got 5.
I only have 6, bro. It started in 92. It started in 92.
Most of those are won before
I think Pep edges it.
Hey, Don, you can't talk. You got none.
Bro, man's talking about 6, bro.
Wait, hold on. Let Casey land.
I have to finish.
Let him cook.
Let Casey land.
Okay, Double H, can you bring up Intercon Cup, please? Can you share it? No, let's just show him. Let's just show him what this European Cup is.
Wait, hold on, Casey. So you got 4 then? You've got 4.
Yeah, I have 4. Yeah, 100% 4, not 5. Yeah, you're right. I have 4. You have 2, and you have just 3 major trophies since the fall of Yugoslavia. You have 3 major trophies since the fall of Yugoslavia. So you're not a big club. Okay. No. As for Nunez,
wait, Casey, that's very rich coming from you. That's very rich coming from you because Messi birthed your club. Now your club's over. It's dead.
Let's see. We'll see in a decade.
All right. Then shut your mouth then.
Simon, how many trophies have you seen in your lifetime Liverpool win? Like in your whole lifetime?
Okay, yeah.
Bro, in 2008, you were getting beaten by 8-2 by Middlesbrough. Allow it, man.
No, I asked you how many trophies have you seen Liverpool win in your lifetime?
Man, see, wait, Don. Win a
count.
You're not answering his question.
How many have you seen?
Guys, why you guys blowing up? Digging up at Samuel, bro.
Samuel,
no. Let Casey land his points. Let Casey was the story. Casey, if you stop being controversial, then we don't have this madness. You keep on saying these bad things. Casey, go for it.
Have I said anything that is incorrect?
No.
You say factual.
I said anything that's incorrect as well.
No, you're talking about things before you were born, man.
Okay, Casey.
You were a Arsenal supporter before you were a Man City supporter.
Casey, wait, hold on. Casey, you have the mic. Casey, go for it. Casey,
as I said yesterday, he will score at least 16 or 17 goals minimum. But
I think that's
same with Jota, he will actually make the overall Liverpool play worse. I think that's the only issue with Nunez. I think he will score a lot of goals without a doubt.
How much do you think they'll miss Mané?
Oh,
do you think they should have done more to keep Mané?
You know, because if you look at Liverpool form, right, it actually improved when they started playing Mané as a false nine. Before January, they were a bit iffy. But
that's true, actually. That's true.
Someone
said,
said
like the Liverpool tie.
Someone said Sam is acting like Ty. Talking about back in the
day.
But I told you about this fan base.
But Don, you come on. Let's all be serious.
Man,
now.
you've probably
Wait,
hold on.
Hold on. Most of our clubs have won a Champions League, and we got you.
Man,
that's true. No, Newcastle haven't won.
That's Sunday hangout, okay?
Listen, Samuel, for the best team.
Why am I still hearing you, bro? I don't hear Champions League.
Nah, we're talking Premier League. You didn't win anything. You only won two trophies this season from quad.
Bro, to be fair, to be fair, but Don Smoke, to be fair, the difference between Pep and Klopp is Pep mostly gets his first choice options. With Klopp, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this might be the option Z, bro. Nunez might be option
is not
Z,
your first
bro.
option.
You know.
What do you mean? What's our first? Our first would have been Haaland.
Mbappe. It would have been Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe.
Yeah,
Haaland.
it would have been Mbappe.
Bro,
but they said no.
Klopp wanted Haaland, but the club ain't serious, bro. We're Brexit
but
merchants,
it's a
bro.
release clause, which is
hold on. But I want to come to some guys who haven't spoken. So, Hasib, what's your take on this whole Nunez and Mané thing with Liverpool?
Okay, first of all, hello everyone. This is my first time in this hangout.
Welcome.
And as for Nunez, I think it'll be great for Liverpool as a goal scoring point of view, but I don't know how he'll gonna improve the team because Klopp plays a 4-3-3 system, and which is very important for the style he plays, like the heavy metal football that they call. So if you're gonna change it up with a 4-2-3-1, then I don't know how that with two pivot midfielder it can work. So I don't know how we're gonna improve the team if he plays with a sole number 9. So I think he is gonna score some goals like 15 or 16. But I don't agree with Samuel here that Klopp will struggle against the low block team. I think he will struggle against like teams like Man City who plays positional football because they can't press that much with 4-2-3-1.
Just to say, I never actually said he will play well against low block teams. I never said that.
No, you said they'll struggle with 4-2-3-1 system. I think they'll struggle against a positional team like Man City.
I agree with you on that because he runs in behind. He likes space.
And when was the last time Klopp played a sole number 9? Like he's been playing a false 9.
You all have to change. Okay, let me bring in your boy Rob. So Rob, what are you saying on this, Rob?
I think it could be a good signing. I think that Klopp probably signed them to be a completely different option because sometimes Liverpool, it felt like they ran out of ideas. So that's why they signed them, I think. For more of like a target man type option, someone who's great in the air to score goals in a different way than anyone they have right now, I think.
All right. Delta, talk to me.
About Nunez and Haaland?
No, basically Nunez and Mané. How much of a loss is Mané, and are we being too harsh on Nunez?
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing like horrendous takes, man, on Nunez, man. I mean, I don't rate the guy that highly, but to say like he's gonna be below average, like he's gonna be like the next Benteke or something. I was hearing like Latino Lukaku. Like, relax, guys. I mean, we'll see next season. I'll only judge him by next season, and yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes with him under Klopp's system.
Let me take some debates, man. So, shout out to your boy who says, LFC fans, ball knowledge, I trust Klopp. That's crazy, man. Prediction, Liverpool will implode next season.
I hope so.
How many times have people said that?
I'm not sure.
No. They'll still be a good team. They'll still be a good team.
How many times people have said that?
Samuel, I'm tired of Liverpool.
Hold on, Sam. Do you think letting Mané go is a mistake, or you think you can cope with that Mané?
to be honest, like I'm not saying anybody on this panel has flip flopped. There's some Liverpool fans today have flip flopped where a lot of them were going for Mané's neck at the beginning of the season, if you remember.
Yes.
And now suddenly Mané has been the savior now. Now I've been very fair on Mané,
but he wasn't great at the start of the season though.
He wasn't great, but he's really picked himself back up since Klopp changing to centre forward. So we will miss him, but Diaz was the replacement on the left wing. You have to remember that. Diaz was the replacement on the left wing. So we did need a striker. However, I'm not saying Nunez will be the guy to be that next striker, but let's see what happens.
Can I say this quickly?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, I think most people they don't put context into Mané's goals. Yes, he didn't score as much as Salah, but you must understand the type of goals he scored. It was a big goals in big games,
clutch goals,
and that's what you're gonna lose with Mané. Mané doesn't score the second or third goal. Normally, he will score the goal to equalize or to win.
Or the first goal or the opening goal.
Yes, I'm saying the first goal of so with Mané going, that clutchness is lost. And I think the next clutch player is Jota, right? So that's what I'm saying. That against us, Mané was the one who we always fit because we always know as long as Mané is there, he doesn't have to play well.
All right.
He will score.
Fire Z says Carol repackaging is real, straight from Uruguay. God damn. Have some hope, man. Have hope. Mikey, let's be real. Thank you for the dub, Mikey. Let's be real. Nunez is worth 30 to 40 million. But to those markets, it's ridiculous. I can't forget the last transfer Liverpool made from Benfica was Lazar Markovic. God damn, still need a goal-scoring midfielder. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Never replaced Pochettino.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
If that Chouameni guy is going for 100 mil and he's never played outside of the Uber Eats with Brest and Clermont Foot, remember he's never played in Europe. And this guy Nunez, he's had one good season. He was playing in the second Spanish division 2 years ago.
Abdul.
If they're going for 100 million, is Laporta really a fraud for demanding 100 million for De Jong?
Yeah, you're right.
No, we should demand 120 million.
Look, this is what happened. That Neymar deal changed everything. That Neymar deal had enough because before the Neymar deal, it was just slowly creeping up. But Delta, it's your club. You're to blame. Your club is to blame.
It's because of Neymar.
Because PSG came and just
it's
destroyed
Neymar.
the whole concept of the market.
Bro.
And once that happens, it's like, bro, you have Basmati Rice, who's not valued at 120, 130. It's crazy.
I gotta stop you because Barcelona weren't willing to sell Neymar, so we had to pay his release cost, like under no negotiation.
But that's
22.
But that doesn't mean do it though.
Because Barca didn't think that you guys would literally pay 222 million.
Pedro's is $1 billion for a reason. Why? Because of PSG. Because of PSG.
That's true.
You could argue.
Duffel bag ready.
No, you could argue with Manchester United paying like 90 million for Paul Pogba in 2016. But yeah, we kind of just put the water on the fire.
220 million.
No, but in 2016, 90 million for a midfielder is a lot.
No, 220 mil. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. We took it to a different level.
It was a bargain.
Hold on. Let me ask. So, is this true? Most mainstream LFC accounts are funded by FSG.
I won't be surprised.
Facts,
I won't be surprised.
To be
there
honest,
are FSG apologies.
Sam, true or not?
To be honest, I won't be surprised because there are some LFC accounts that just annoy me. Like they're not saying the truth. They're not a hard.
No wonder they don't have money for transfers. All the money is going to these accounts.
No wonder why they can't pay Mané a contract.
Hold on. Promo says we need to make sure. Thank you for the dog promo. We need to make sure we tell him a certain things don't fly in this. Don't fly in this pass like it does in Uruguay. I.e. Suarez and Cavani in recent times.
Do you know? It's I just found out. like they use N-word in at least in Latin America, like not in a abusive way, but it's just like it's kind of a part of work.
No. But
they
still,
say it, right?
if you're coming to a corner, you have to. I mean, come on, you have to recognize.
But you're right, HHB. You know why? Because that Neymar transfer, it it made that Barcelona, they got bullied in the market because everybody knew they had Neymar money.
It's a knock-on effect. See, that's what I'm saying. Once that happened, I now know you received that money. So now I know that you now received that money.
And now Coutinho goes
because the whole point is that everything just how it was supposed to go was 90, 95, 100, 120, 130. It just slowly creeps up. But PSG just went like 2-3 seasons in advance.
But it just
messed everything up.
Prior to that Neymar transfer, like they were still renewing release clauses of 200 million, 250. But ever since then, they now put 1 billion because they know.
But Don, let's be fair. I'm gonna be fair to PSG Delta because we hate on PSG all the time. Let's be fair. Like, let's be honest. Like,
no.
A lot of clubs attribute to this.
It's facts.
Hold up, yes, okay. This is not hating.
No. But I understand that.
It's just facts.
I understand that, but then there's no excuse for Atletico Madrid spending 120 million on Joao Felix to pay his release clause.
But
that's kind of stupidity.
That's Griezmann money. That's Griezmann money.
You know, but
PSG did that. PSG made that happen in the market.
But my point is like, also, I do want to say this. Like, clubs had to kind of stomp their foot and had to come like literally say, you know what, we're not gonna pay this money. I think it has to come from the clubs. If the big clubs are not willing to spend the money, then those players, Declan Rice could be worth 120. Bro, he's gonna be stuck at West Ham United.
The issue is
you know what's happening? Yeah. You're seeing nowadays that more and more players, they're running down their contracts because it's not worth the clubs paying a transfer fee for them, when in reality the players, they can leave for free and they can get half the money themselves.
No, but Abdul, if you want a player so bad in the club like Barcelona, have no intention to sell a player like Neymar, who's young, who's up and coming future best player in the world. You got no other choice but just to pay his release clause.
And he flopped, by the way. He flopped out.
I mean, is that just
hold on, let's keep wait. Promo says, not gonna lie, Nunez.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I watched that video,
Nunez looks like a
Hold on. We need to honestly.
Promo, that's a yellow. That's
a tactical foul.
And do you know what the worst thing is? Do you know the worst thing is? He actually scored. I just said, you know what?
He scored from that step over.
He scored.
No. But see, for me, I need confirmation that it was Eric Garcia, because if that's Eric Garcia, I'm putting him into Class A.
Yeah, it was Eric Garcia.
He's going into Class A. He's going into Class A.
It wasn't.
Tao Aaron says Nunez had knee surgery. Injury list is worse than land. Are you sure?
Yeah, shout out Tao, bro. Shout out Tao. He's my good friend.
Shout out Tao.
Shout out. So guys, look,
Can I just say one last thing? With all this Nunez talk, I'm actually excited more for Carvalho than Nunez, because I feel like he will show up more than Nunez. That's what I would say.
No. But Sam, if that happens, there's because you know what I think will happen? Carvalho may actually show up more, and Julian Alvarez may show up more. So the guys that cost less for both of your clubs may actually be more impressive. And I believe that I wouldn't be surprised if Haaland and Nunez struggled in their first season.
Can we get to the main course, please?
No. If Nunez and Haaland, they both have Lukaku-esque impacts.
There's gonna be compilations.
Can you induct the number 9 position, please, or something?
But funny enough, even as
we gotta retire it.
Alvarez to have a better season than Haaland. Haaland, we just need him to score in the CL. That's all. That's what he's doing.
No, that's the thing. Okay, so guys, let's now. What's it called? Delta. So, is it now confirmed that Homeboy is leaving Pochettino? So he's out.
Mauricio Pochettino.
Yeah. I mean, it was announced weeks ago, but it's pretty much official now.
When is it going to be official? When will it actually literally be official?
I think in the next few days you'll probably find it official. Our president was in Qatar talking about the new sporting project with our new sporting director, Luis Campos. But both wanted Pochettino out, and look, I wanted this guy out.
No. Let me ask you this, because that's not what I wanted to ask. What I want to ask is, why was he hired in the first place? Because let me understand this logic. A manager takes you to your very first UCL final. You only lose by 1 goal. Then you sack him for a manager who fluked his way to a UCL final, because that was mainly because of Lucas Moura and Son. And in that UCL final, he himself screwed up by not playing the guy who got into that UCL final. What made you think that he was the answer to winning the UCL after sacking the man who took it to a final, who then went to go win the UCL the next season?
He was never my first. He was never my first choice. It was all Leonardo. I wanted him out when we lost the league to Lille months before Messi arrived, because I knew he wasn't the right man for the job. But it just became glaringly obvious after Messi arrival. There are many various factors I can go through. Like one, he's being too stubborn to alter his setup to disrupt opposing teams. He basically created a system by and for Mbappe, and he had no plan B when Mbappe wasn't available. And making the rest of the team pretty much worse, which in result limited the capabilities of Neymar and Messi. Now, compare Neymar and Messi internationally and club level. Messi and Neymar, every time they play for Brazil or in Argentina, are declared men of the match. Every single damn time they're declared men of the match, and I'm tired of it. But I won't hand Pochettino all the blame. The cherry on the cake is our former sporting director, Leonardo. Now, Leonardo failed signing, lack of proper creative midfielders. What we want to be, basically, is Man City are what they're trying to be. They don't compete with direct style of play. Their pressing isn't flat. They change their positions and structure to play out the ball into space. I'm tired of this, HH, because I'm not. I don't even know who's our next manager is going to be, because it's all rumors flying around. And
Gaultier.
I swear, I cannot deal with that.
Uncle Moo.
HH, I know who you just said. I can't go another season.
But because Zidane incoming, Uncle Mo obviously incoming, and most likely it'll be a homeboy, and you're not sniffing at UCL like that.
HH, I think we're gonna have to just offer Zidane like 50 mil a year or something crazy about that.
Look how these guys are just offering money to
bro. But Ole's better than him tactically, bro. But Ole is better than him tactically, according to
this is bro. Tuchel, Emery, we got all the tacticians.
Zidane is better than all those guys tactically. He's better than
no. He's not better than Tuchel, Emery.
He is better than Tuchel because
he is not better than Tuchel tactically. Relax. I'll give you Emery, but not Tuchel tactically. Relax.
He's better than Tuchel tactically. Tuchel just set up a back seven,
bro.
What?
Mohammed. You are consuming
you
heroin.
are smoking crack. Bro.
Zidane won 3-peat, bro. Y'all trying to tell me there's no tactics
look
in that.
Look at that team that Zidane had, and look at the team Tuchel had. Like, come on.
Okay, fair enough. I agree with that. But the bottom line is Zidane is also tactical because he has to implement that in the knockout stages. Knockout stages proves tactical managers. Tuchel is tactical. I agree. He's one of the best tactical managers in world football. Zidane three-peated, and because he faced Ancelotti, for example, and he was beating the tactic, like you could say it's better players or whatnot. Fair enough. Look, if you think it's the players,
the whole point is that what Tuchel did with Chelsea last year proves to me that he has more tactics. Basically, that he's tactically better than Zidane, because Zidane, 100% he needed tactics, but
in terms of overachieving,
because because if you have players like freaking Mason Mounts who don't know how to play basic football, you need to create more tactics.
But even he would implement Lucas Vasquez and Asensio, and you guys might laugh at those names, but he made those guys play very well over those 3 seasons.
Hold on. Here's my thing though. Why does Pochettino still have a job? Because my view is this the most overrated manager out there? Because bro,
this guy gave Klopp life.
Don, let me just speak on that. Pochettino is arguably, the most overrated manager in world football, because look at his time at Spurs. What has he won? Every time there's a crack under pressure, he cracks.
Audi Cup,
FA Cup, fucking Premier League. I think he bottled the No, guys. I think you remember this. In 2016, he bottled the Premier League to Leicester City. Like, let's be honest, he did, and I'm just looking at it from like a Champions League point of view. Like, why was he hired in the first place when we were trying to win the Champions League? I don't give a shit. Like HH, I don't give a shit about Ligue 1. I really don't, because we win every year, and I've grown tired of it. I just want the Champions League. You know, there are certain managers that are implemented to a team that can win the Champions League. Pep Guardiola. He just needs Messi to win it. Like, you can give him millions and millions of dollars. I guarantee you, Haaland next season, he still wouldn't win the Champions League. I just think there's.
You hear that, Don? Yeah.
Yeah. I just think there's few.
As long as Klopp doesn't face Poch, he's not winning another Champions League. So wait.
To be
Let's
honest,
not turn this to Man
hold on.
City stuff. Let's not.
Wait, to be honest, you can say that, but didn't Tottenham beat you guys on that run?
That's fact.
Yes, they
That's
did.
fact.
VAR tax.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's to those.
But you know, HH, just
Yeah.
before you go on the dub,
Yeah.
I think people they're forgetting the fact that Pochettino, he's sort of a club legend, PSG.
Which is still so he hired because he was a club legend. Really?
No, but I think it played an influence in it because you know, HH Barcelona they were interested in Pochettino, but they didn't hire him because he's played for Espanyol, so it does actually have an impact.
Do you know what? Yeah, Abdul has
they
a point.
got
Abdul
arguably
has
a worse manager in Koeman.
Abdul has a point because at that
Now
time
that's
when
a stretch.
Pochettino was hired, who were the managers? I think Oli was still in charge of Man United. Lampard, was he in charge of what's it called, Chelsea at the time?
Chelsea.
So that time, teams were trying to go back to club legends to manage their clubs. So and we all know that wasn't really a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's cheap. Just hire the best.
But I'm
manager,
telling
man.
you, Samuel, bro, Xavi, he's getting sacked ASAP.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you don't realize Xavi?
Bro, he got his badges in the
Let me give
resume.
it the hold on. So, but I say Cannibal was cursing Nunez because he wouldn't press versus Peru. Well, if he comes to the EPL and plays in a club, he's gonna have to learn how to press, man. That's for damn sure. Talents FC. How good really is Messi without Barca? Mount's UCL. Oh,
facts.
It says Messi and CR7 can't do what Mount did. Hashtag courage up. Hashtag.
That's a yellow. AJ, that's a yellow.
No, that's a red. That's a red.
Okay, that's a red. That's a red.
Half hope narrative merchants. World Cup 2026 final. France versus Italy. 20 years after 06 Zizou coach. Look, that's too much of it. First of all, that's if Italy even qualify for that World Cup. Because I dare Italy not to qualify for that World Cup in 2026, bro. Man City are backed by all money. You can't deny that. But they're literally the best run club in the world. You can have money, but you gotta have vision. See, no,
But
City are a better version of PSG.
Pep is cursed. One sec. I tweeted this. How can you have the best players in the world, the best manager in the world, the best run club in the world, and you've never won a Champions League?
No,
No, that's Liverpool. Liverpool have
no,
the
that's
best.
City. That's City because Liverpool
Liverpool have. You even saw the Premier League best 11. 6 players are from Liverpool.
No, but bro, I'm not talking about.
Bro, let's stay on topic, man. This is about Pochettino, not City, Liverpool.
Let's stay
in topic. No,
if you're talking about,
let's stay in topic. Let's stay in topic.
Quick
Abdul,
question.
you made a point though.
Right. If you have 6 out of the 11 from your team, and you have the best manager, and you don't win.
No.
Who gives a fuck about votes?
No, Don. They didn't have Son on the PFA list for the team of the year. So that stuff doesn't mean something.
Exactly.
It's all
That
PR.
stuff doesn't mean shit.
But Liverpool fans will say they have the best squad.
Bro, top red Liverpool fans.
7
Fucking
years.
cuckoo head Liverpool fans.
No, those guys are mad.
Do you see what I mean by they people like Don? They're very they look at the top red fans and say it's all Liverpool fans now.
Exactly.
That's what I don't like.
No, but you are part of the pod talk, Samuel.
I just want to say on topic, man.
Guys, let's move it. Let's keep moving. So, guys, look, let's now deal with the main dessert here, man. And this is always a dirty thing to talk about, man. Because let me just set my stage and give you my point of view, and then we can now go into deep with this. I've always believed that Messi is the better player, always, and he always will be the better player than Cristiano. That's just for me. Overall, footballing wise, Messi is the better player. Now we could talk about greatness, achievements, and so forth, but the impact of who is better, Messi or Cristiano? Of course, it's freaking Messi. Now, people say, "Oh, you hate." My hate for Cristiano has nothing to do with me thinking that Messi is better. My hate for Cristiano is because when I type Ronaldo into Bing, I want to see R9. So instead, I see perfume, underwear, and all this kind of stuff. So my hate of Cristiano is he stole my GOAT's name. My GOAT, right up there. But with Messi thinking, I'm like, no, I prefer Messi because he's the better player. What I want to understand is, guys, how did this crap start? Of you have to crap on a player, piss off a player, and abuse a player. There is a guy on Twitter whose name is Pessy, and his AVI is Messi after the second Copa America final loss against Chile. And all this guy does is just put off and it just tweets anti-Messi stuff. Anytime I post anything about, oh wow, look at that Messi goal, he comes with like, my Messi's crap. What did he do here? Like he failed. I'm like, what? And also this goes both ways, vice versa. Because my thing is that all I want to know is why. Why is there so much animosity for the other player because you support one player? Like it makes no sense. Okay, let me come to Yasir first, and I'll come to you, Sage. Yasir.
Yeah. HS is weird. Like I've never seen something like this in my life. I can only speak for myself. HH. I like both players, and I mean I love Cristiano Ronaldo because he's associated with Man United.
Same.
But Messi's amazing, phenomenal player, one of a kind. You know, like you probably not one of a kind because there was Maradona, but the guy is a phenomenal. Like the stuff he is doing to Boateng, what he literally made him look like a fool. How that season when he scored like 90 goals, like. But the problem is, it's like the media really. I generally, it's not. The media caused the whole Messi fanboys.
No, but here's the thing.
They did HH.
No. The media feed into it, but the media didn't create. The media were like, okay, people are really into this stuff. Oh, let's keep on. Let's play into it. It's hard to start from somewhere in terms of, I am a Messi guy. I'm a Cristiano guy, and I have to personally abuse the other guy to prop my guy up. That came from somewhere.
No, but
the whole thing of like I have to because I have to now personally abuse the other guy just to show how great my guy is.
I feel like it's like I've seen this in sports though. Like when there's usually like I mean this is a unique case because you have
for example.
Two players.
Yes,
like, This is how fandom is.
Okay.
This is how crazy fandom is.
No. Okay, yes. Let me say right now. I can almost promise you that in the 80s, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, if you were a Magic guy, you weren't throwing personal insults towards Larry Bird.
They were.
No, yes, you were. Yes,
they were, bro.
Don't do that.
It's the same with LeBron and Jordan.
Okay, like Muhammad mentioned it. LeBron and Jordan.
Not like this.
Actually, LeBron and Jordan.
Bayless, bro.
Go to Twitter. They say Jordan was an alcoholic. He had a gambling addiction. That's what they say about Jordan.
Skip Bayless.
Literally, but no.
They say LeBron can't read.
You see, that's lame. But this is a whole different level, man.
No. But it's like the thing is like this is what it does when you like in this sphere where it's all about when you're so obsessed with a person. You go above and beyond. I can guarantee you this. There's Messi fans out there and Ronaldo fans out there that will literally kill to defend the honor of Messi and Ronaldo.
It's literally been done before.
They will go to jail, They will kill another human being because they insulted Messi or Ronaldo.
But
it's that crazy.
Wait, let me come to the stage and I'll come to you, Don.
By the way, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Peace out.
Take it.
Peace, bro.
Sage. Peace out.
I understand the points you guys were bringing up about the whole rivalry, but you guys need to understand, we have never, in the history of this beautiful game, we have never seen two players of this caliber play at the same time in the same decade. We have never seen this before. It wasn't like, imagine if Maradona played in the same era. Imagine if like, I don't know who else, like, I don't know, freaking Cruyff and R9, if they play in the same era. We have never seen two players, arguably the two GOATs, or some people think Ronaldo's the GOAT, some people Messi think.
Oh no, that may be true, but then how does that now go to, I prefer this guy, therefore I must personally
I'll tell you why. First of all, that's just human beings being in general. Like if you pick a side, you stay on that side. That's just human nature. Like
then stay on the side then.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're hating. Like there's Ronaldo and Messi fanboys.
No, Sage, you just pick a side, stay on the side. Yeah, stay on the side and just stay there. Why do I now need to be like, I'm staying on this side, but I also need to abuse this side? No, I've chosen him. I believe he's better. Cool, I believe he's better. And so forth. But why don't I need to now bring down that guy? What does that do to change anything?
Honestly, it's just them trying to convince themselves that no matter what, nobody will ever change my opinion. Like at the end of the day, people need to remember, right? No, we can have hundreds and hundreds Messi and Ronaldo debates. At the end of the day, it's just preference. It's all opinion, right? I will do my best. I will bring all the stats to convince a Messi fanboy that Ronaldo is better, but it doesn't matter. I can go for hours. I would never convince a
There's no
Messi fan that
stats.
Ronaldo is better. Like, there is, shut up. So
There isn't.
listen, right? Relax. At the end of the day, right? It's not really a fact that Messi is the greatest of all time, or Ronaldo, or Pele. It's just all preference. It's what the fans choose, right? It's all opinions. It doesn't matter. Like, Messi isn't unanimously the GOAT. Ronaldo isn't unanimously the GOAT. As there will always be a side. That's the whole point. So it's pointless debating. It honestly is pointless debating, because no matter what, even if Messi wins the World Cup, there will still be millions of people who think Ronaldo is the GOAT. You can't call them stupid, or you can't call them like you're wrong. It's just preference. I think I
But you
believe
can call him stupid.
Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona, these people have done, and Messi, these people have done so much in their careers that you just cannot take them out of the GOAT conversation. It doesn't matter what the other person achieves. It's just impossible to unanimously say like someone is the GOAT. It doesn't exist.
You know,
There's no such thing as being the GOAT.
Sage, this is not even it. Like, you could also look at basketball. There are people who think Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan, even though he has no argument to be better than Michael Jordan. They're just like there's no argument for Ronaldo to be better than Messi. I mean, I see no argument as to how a reincarnation of Gerd Miller to be better than a basically.
Bro, this isn't a debate, bro. This isn't a debate, bro.
No, I'm saying I think one of the biggest thing is the gap between the two of them and the rest. That's what starts the whole debate, in the sense that if you pick one, it's as if you push the other back to the rest. So people are trying to bring their guy back, like, no, but this and that. I think it's also a generational thing, whereby how fans view the game back then compared to now, whereby back then we used to watch the game with our eyes. Like, if you look at most people who admire Messi, they're eye test merchants. Whereby on the other side, most people who admire Ronaldo,
stats,
they love output, but they will use the Ronaldo from Man United days as, no, look, he can also do this. He was doing this and that. And for me, I think the only difference is I feel as if Ronaldo had to adapt his game to keep up with Messi's output.
Yeah.
Whereby Messi has still been the same type of player, whereby he even went deeper, but he could still match with the stats.
Because hold on, because see, the way I always say is that Ronaldo, you're fighting a losing battle depending on what battle you're trying to fight. You see, if we're having a goals conversation, that's a compelling debate, because you can look at 91 goals in a calendar year. We can look at 130 something goals in the UC. We can look at clutch goals, winning goals. You look at goals in different systems. But if we're having a overall footballing discussion in terms of dribbling, playmaking, passing, there's no discussion.
And the amazing fact is Messi could do all of this, but still have that high output.
Quick question.
Hold up, Don. That's where it gets very, very scary.
Bro, y'all don't want this to turn into a debate.
See, Don. That is Don. You've now put up a very scary situation, because
Wait, Don, I say something real quick.
No, but hold on, because I'll come to you, Sam. Don, because you just hit, and this is the point I hit like years ago.
Yes.
Messi's goals is just one aspect of the other stuff he's doing. So if Messi is comparable to Ronaldo on goals, where he has to now playmake for the team, pass for the team, and create for the team, that's pretty impressive when one other guy is just totally focused on just goal scoring.
Because I see them like this, HH. Ronaldo is a hard worker, right? Like, he worked hard to get to where he is. Whereby
people admire that.
Yes. And Messi is just naturally talented. Because for me, Messi is lazy.
I don't.
No.
What?
Listen.
No.
Messi is a lazy player.
No, he is right.
No, like Pep, that they built a system around Messi just to combat his laziness, that he won't press, he won't do that. So they put people who work hard around him. Whereby, hence, I give props to Mourinho, who was smart enough to put Ronaldo more centrally. He's like, dude, if you want to catch up with that guy, forget all his dribbling on the wings and whatnot. You just be here.
Thank you, bro. I was about
We're gonna have Benzema. That's why I feel Benzema was the most relieved when CR7 left.
Oh yes,
like,
for
you know
sure.
what? We're gonna get all these players around him. And that's why I think,
Don Smoke, we had this discussion on the Discord actually, and I want to ask you, Don Smoke and HH, these questions, and I want you both to answer a yes or no. So, Rooney, was he a better player with or without Ronaldo?
He's obviously better without.
Without. has Benzema been a better player with or without Ronaldo?
Yeah, without. Yeah.
All
I
right,
can see where he's going with this.
Dybala, has he been a better player with or without Ronaldo?
Yeah, without. Okay.
See where he's going with this.
Don't bring up Bruno, bruh. Don't bring up
Has he been
Bruno.
a better
bruh.
player with or without Ronaldo?
Don't bring up Bruno,
Abdul, I
bruh.
plead
This
the
has
fifth.
no okay.
Abdul, I plead the fifth.
Man said Bruno
No,
and
but
Rashford.
This has no contribution to the
Abdul,
debate.
Abdul, what do you
Abdul,
say? Abdul, what do you say?
Do you see what I mean? Like Ronaldo, he goes into attacks and factually, bro, everywhere he's went, he's made players around him worse, bro. And what I will say, because I have to bounce, bro.
Okay.
This argument, this discussion, it's like discussing which phone is better, Nokia or Sony Ericsson, bro. It's so out of date, bro. It's so out of date. Like, guys, bro, come over, bro. It's finished, bro. It's finished a long time ago.
It's tiring.
Oh no, but
it reminds us of a guy called Salah.
Yeah, no, because Abdul, you said, but like people, but what I just find so fascinating is how long people have been so invested in this. I mean, we just started talking about Gavi. We're talking about Mbappe. Like, the future is coming. These guys are already going to, because my thing is that, these guys are going to retire. Once retire, what do you now do? You've been so invested in this. Once they now go, and we now have the era of Mbappe, Ansu Fati, and thinking and so forth.
Do you think?
What do you now do?
CR7 is going
to era of Ansu Fati? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Do you think? Hold on, Sam.
We can answer this.
Okay, Sam, and then Delta, then Barry. Sam.
I mean, okay, quickly, just to say, Don Smoke and Casey, I love you guys, so don't think of anything else. Yeah, I love you guys. Anyways, but as I said, the conversation has got so tiring for me, and I'm only 24, but I've seen the early 2000s of football coming up to now. Yeah, I've seen the football where people have looked at individual players and they've liked them for who they are. And like, I've seen Kaka fans, I've seen Ronaldinho fans, I've seen Ronaldo fans, I've seen Inzaghi fans even. I blame Twitter. Now,
social media, yeah.
You have to look at it. When Messi and Ronaldo became prominent is when Twitter became prominent. And this is where I'm talking about 2010 and up. And I believe that what Twitter did, it exposed people's opinions, certain opinions about other players and their own players. And then you started the war. That's the worst bit started. You could see other people's opinions. Messi fans saw Ronaldo fans' opinions of their player. Ronaldo fans saw opinions of Messi fans on their player. And what it's done is created so much of a chasm between these fans. It's literally like a war. So that's one thing. I blame Twitter for this. The other thing is, I feel like this, for me, I respect, but I don't really have a dog in this fight. I respect both players. I respect Ronaldo for the way he worked up, but I respect Messi for his natural ability. For me, what I would say to you is that I enjoyed Messi a lot more personally, because I came from, and this might shock you guys, I came from the era where it was the eye test. Now, I wouldn't say I'm an eye test merchant. I like stats and the eye test
so you like Salah?
But I'm ignoring Don's jabs right now. I'm ignoring it. But I did enjoy Messi. However, I do respect Ronaldo. But this is the thing. I feel like with a lot of Ronaldo fanboys that they see what Messi could do all round in attack, and they try to hype up one aspect, which is the goal scoring of Ronaldo, to try and level out the playing field with Messi. Now, personally, if we're talking about footballing matters, so I'm sorry, I'm not hearing a debate between Messi or Ronaldo. Messi's better when talking about pure footballing ability. But if we're talking about greatness, if we're talking about, then we can have more of a conversation. Like, being a top scorer in the Champions League is in one season is no joke. Winning like 5 Champions Leagues is no joke. So we can have more of a conversation in that.
Because Sam, see, that's what you keep, because when this whole thing was starting, I was confused because, again, when you look at when Daniel got the Ballon d'Or, when Zidane got the Ballon d'Or, go look up Zidane's goal record. look up Dini's goal record. It wasn't great. They had it because, they were just the best player due to the eye test. So when the debate was going, I was saying, wait, of course Messi is better. There's no comparison. So I then had to say, okay, you must be comparing goals. But football is more than just goals. Because if we're just having a striking conversation, then, goals. But if you're talking about who's the best player in the world, it's more than just your goals. It's how good are you overall? You are the best player. So it is the stats, it's the eye test, it is the impact, and so forth.
But
So
I don't think it was Twitter. I wouldn't blame
Twitter.
Twitter.
No. Social media had a big.
No,
impact.
they had a big
Can
impact.
I speak on it? No, but
Social media made it more
Madrid,
popular.
I'm saying the fact that, I'm saying the fact that it's Madrid and Barca already there's a rivalry. On those grounds alone, Madrid fans will bring up their biggest star. So will Barca. So the thing is, social media, all they done is aggravated. They made it bigger than what it was. It will always be there. It was always going to be there, but it wouldn't be as big without social media. It's like, let's say, for example, Liverpool and United, you both have potentially two of the best players at the same time for a long period. Of course, you would never hear the end of it.
Okay, Delta and then Casey.
All right. As a Messi fan speaking, I don't hate anyone, but if there was a line right before hate, Ronaldo would be standing in that line. I have 3 issues with Ronaldo, honestly. First being he's an egomaniac with a bad attitude. I mean, he's self-centered, obsessive, arrogant, selfish, horrible sportsman.
That's not true. That's not
true.
And
I will treat him as such. The way he handles and treats his teammates. For example, if anyone hindered or limited Dybala's growth, it's Ronaldo. I mean, look at Benzema or the current toxic dressing room in Manchester United. Ronaldo's self-centered toxic mentality creates a negative aura of all the players around him. And honestly, there's a genuine notation that's coming from him that he believes he's a better footballer than Messi. Now, I get it. I get a lot of haters on this channel. I get it. There's no sugarcoating it, and I hold back what's coming from my mouth. But guess what? I don't give a shit and what people think. Most people on this panel aren't like that. They hold themselves back and are scared to rub people the wrong way. I don't give a shit. I'll say whatever I want. And on to you, Double L. What do you got to say to Sage?
First of all, my name is Double H. So get my name right. So
okay.
Hold on. Casey, and then I'll come to you, Sage. Casey.
It was me before.
Casey, Barry, and then Sage.
No,
Casey,
Barry, you can go first.
Barry.
Okay.
Barry.
Thank you, Casey. I want to respond to Don Smoke's argument about like Messi being a lazy player and Ronaldo is just like the hard work and everything. Because the thing is that when you look at these two players, they're clearly the 2 best players of the decade and everything. And I can't believe that like a guy who has no talent whatsoever can be at the highest peak of football for 10 years. Ronaldo has some talent, obviously less than Messi,
man.
But he had to work on his talent to become the man that he is today. I don't get this thing where Messi's a lazy player and everything, and it's just talent because you need to work on that talent to be that guy.
Wait, Barry, I think you have to. You can't take what Don said literally. It's figuratively speaking. To do anything in life, you have to work hard. But the degrees of working hard, bro. If you're playing top professional football, of course you have to work hard. That goes without saying. But Cristiano, because he's less naturally talented, has to work harder than Messi, who has much more natural talent than him.
But you can look at this at basketball. Look how hard Kobe Bryant worked in order for him to be an all-time great. But we don't say he's better than LeBron. We don't say he's better than Michael Jordan. We don't say he's better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, come on. We don't say he's better than Magic Johnson.
This is a football debate, bro. Come on. Stop bringing basketball to it.
No, but like, Delta, look, I think, see, the difference between NBA and football is that in NBA, it is universally seen that MJ is the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
in football,
I get that.
Like, people even ask me, who is the MJ equivalent to football? There isn't one. Because I don't agree that Pele is the GOAT. I think Maradona is the GOAT, but I can understand why someone will say Pele is the GOAT. I can never the 2 GOATs, I think, in football, it's either Pele or Maradona. That's for me. I feel that.
Wait, so you don't think Messi is part of the GOAT conversation?
No. He has to win the World Cup. So for me, it's between Pele and Maradona. And for me, many people think it's Pele. A lot of people think Maradona. I think it's Maradona. So for football, it's a little bit more difficult. For NBA, everybody says, no, MJ is that fucking guy. So
yeah, and you can't
say
really bring up
NBA
because of the fact that Bill Russell won how many rings. So he should
be
the GOAT.
He's won a lot of rings.
But people but people discount it because people just say the intangibles and just everything that MJ did, he's that universal one. In football, we still don't have that. Because a lot of guys say Maradona, a lot of guys say...
But let's not talk
Barry,
about
let Barry finish.
No, but I don't get the notion of like Messi's a lazy player. Obviously, like in the recent years,
than Ronaldo. Not that he's a lazy. I'm saying compared to Ronaldo, Messi is lazier.
Ronaldo isn't that. When it comes
no,
to
I don't agree with that. I'm a Ronaldo fan.
I'm saying to get to where they are, Ronaldo. I'm saying
because Messi has a head start because of his talent. Like Messi has a head start, is what he's trying to say. Like his talent is so superior.
I'm sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure most of us have played sports, and you realize that if you're not as talented as the next guy, you probably have to compensate. Like let me give an example. Andy Herrera, that guy is a workhorse. In every team, you get guys who are workhorses because they're not as good on the ball as you. And same thing in sports. Some guys are just more talented than the other. What I was gonna say, like when it comes to preference of a player, football is an emotional game, right? There are certain things that Messi can make you feel, whereby he takes the ball from the halfway line, dribbles a couple of guys, score. We normally remember those kind of things than just a tap in. I'm trying to give an example. That's why.
Let Don.
That is why when Ronaldo was at United and he was doing similar things, that is when people put him on a pedestal, like, this guy, he's this. Whereby when he adapted his game to just being a poacher, those emotions aren't felt as much as before.
And you see, Don, that's why I always said that if the Man United Cristiano had maintained that trajectory, would have had a very interesting conversation. Because for me, I've always said, that's Cristiano at United was a demon of a player. Because that was a guy that was
he was still never close to Messi, though.
But Don, let me make a point. After 11-12 in the 12th season for Ronaldo, and you say he works hard. Whenever I watch him play, he can't play on the break because of his loss of pace.'s super stiff on the ball. He's horrible in tight spaces. He can't hold up or link plays with his teammates.
His body is broke down.
No. It's not even. It was before he was even 37. It's after the 11th and 12th season at Real Madrid. 13-14 season at Real Madrid, he became stiff, and it goes on from there.
He looked bad in comparison to Messi.
And the three-peat, he was the most dynamic winger.
But hold on, Delta. You have to say these are. Hence why I think the comparison is so weird, because there's two totally different kinds of players. You have a guy who is a playmaker, facilitator, creator, and goal scorer, and you have a guy who is mainly a goal scorer. So, a guy who is mainly a goal scorer, he is looking to get at the ends of attacks, and is now he plays a lot more direct. So you now wanting Cristiano to show what Messi does makes no sense, because the roles they have in a team are different. Because Delta, what you're not going to do is going to deny what he did from 2014 to 2018 in terms of goal scoring and how this guy perfected the art of goal scoring. You cannot deny that. That guy was an incredible, amazing goal scorer. What I always say that in terms of the art of goal scoring, of movement, anticipation, reading the game, footballing intelligence, of being in the right place at the right time, Cristiano was freaking amazing. He's one of the best I've ever seen.
But HH, look at his overall play and how declined he looked.
Okay,
Messi didn't decline that much.
He got injured, bro.
No, but Messi also has been injured.
Oh, this
he didn't have the same injury that Cristiano did.
No. But Cristiano.
Look, current Cristiano step-overs make Nunez look like the up-and-coming Ronaldo.
No, but that's how bad current Cristiano is. In the history of football, how many players do you know that have been on a 10-year break consistently performing at such a high level? The thing is, we've gotten so used to what they've been doing that we make it feel as if it's normal.
Bro, he's 37. How are you trying to criticize someone being that old?
Look at him when he was 32.
Wait. Let me come to Casey. Your thoughts on this? I'll come to Mohammed.
Listen,
Casey.
All the pettiness aside, these two are like phenoms basically. To have such an incredible consistency for like over a decade now, it takes both talent and hard work. So you can't deny that they're both talented and hardworking. As for the rivalry, I think you have two of the biggest clubs in the world. Maybe you can argue the greatest rivalry in football. Then social media explosion happens. As Don Spook pointed out, if Liverpool and Man United were both good at the same time and Messi played for Liverpool and CR7 played for Man U, you will have the same thing. I think a better example would be like take say Chelsea and Arsenal. Both of them are not that big clubs, but there was still a rivalry between Henry and Drogba. Anyone with a working brain will tell you that Henry is 10 times a player Drogba can ever be. But there's still a rivalry. Like Chelsea fans used to say that Drogba is a good player. Is a better player than
This is Messi and Ronaldo, man. Come on, don't be.
But my point is that it happened with Henry and Drogba. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think anybody with a brain will know that. Of course, Henry is a better player, but the only thing that Drogba could compare him to is in terms of goal scoring and striking. Bro,
I don't even think Drogba is clutch also, but it's a different debate though. Yeah. So it happens everywhere. I think it happened in Inter and Milan also during the early 2000s with their midfielder. I forgot their name. But with social media, it has just become exponential. That's it.
Mohammed.
It's like Mané and Salah.
Mohammed.
Look, for me, in terms of greatness, I prefer Cristiano, but that doesn't mean that I would disrespect Messi. For me, just like everybody, for me, Cristiano is a more great player in terms of even when he steps up, even in the three-peat. Delta was saying he was stiff and whatnot, but he still was dynamic and he was direct, but he was dynamic. He was like upgraded even Mané, like in his prime. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, the bottom line is even when it comes to the Messi thing is like there's no need to disrespect Messi because, and even when Don Smoke was saying those two are so high that the rivalry it even started with Barcelona and Madrid, but when you say one's better than the other, people are acting like you're sending that other one back down to the average players, which like I'm against. For me, those guys are so clear that it's so hard to decipher. Like maybe as a I'm not biased. Like for me, as a pure footballer, Messi is clear. Messi is clear as a pure footballing player. But for me, in terms of Cristiano's greatness and being clutch and being back-to-back clutch, even against Bayern, Juve, Atleti. But that aside, anyways, the bottom line is for me, these two are phenomenons. And it's like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate. Like people will just say Jordan was playing against bums. But then people, the opposing side would say, I know we're bringing basketball again, but I'm saying like even some people will say, oh, but LeBron lost certain finals. And other people will say, but Michael Jordan didn't play against the athletes that that LeBron did.
That's nonsense. But see, my thing, which is why I say we have to understand what convo we're having. If we're having like a greatness, achievements convo, that's a debate. But what we need to be clear here is if we're talking about who is a better, Messi is better. That is not
as
that's
a pure
for
footballing.
But in terms of greatness and achievements, I think the only thing that could maybe tip the scale is the World Cup.
But
exactly.
But HH, let me ask you this: don't you think Cristiano is mediocre in every criteria apart from his finishing?
No, not his whole career. His whole career.
No, but when you want to put him as a player.
Wait, hold up, Delta. I say his whole career or just after his injury, after Man United?
Let's say he retires tomorrow and you want to judge him based on his career. What would you say? Would you say every criteria, or would you say there are some things here and there that
am I including his Man United time?
Okay.
No. Yes or no? Am I including his Man United time?
No, you're including his overall career.
Oh, no, overall career. I'll say, at a moment in time, the guy was a damn good dribbler, damn good finisher, had great balance on the ball, and was one of the deadliest attacking weapons in the world.
So you don't think his mere pace helped him out with his dribbling? Like he was very rapid.
But his pace declined at Madrid, and he still three-peated.
Because Delta, if you look at some of the footage, the way he would sit down defenders had nothing to do with speed. It was just all skill. So it would be step by step.
This is one of the issues with the argument with either side, whereby in order to praise the other, you use words like mediocre to the
exactly like
look, I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit for his relentless drive for his goals, which means that he'll have a stellar performance once a month and wins it for United. But he can't perform on a consistent basis anymore. He's like a robot that needs recharging.
Are we talking about his United career now?
Do you know what the thing is?
He's a finished player now.
Not even now. Like after 11th and 12th season, he's been
in
like
Madrid.
that.
He was never finished. He was still one of the best.
He was just a poacher, man.
Somebody's saying, Sam.
The thing is, I don't blame PSG Telter for what he's saying. This is just football banter for what it is. What we do is that to not to hype up, but to put somebody on a pedestal, we have to bring the other person that we're talking against down. I mean, just look at the arguments that we were having in the beginning of the show between me, Don, and KSC. But that it's just football banter now.
Yeah,
and I think
this goes beyond banter. This is a lot deeper.
That's what I'm going to go into. That's what I'm going to go into. Because a bit of what Casey said, this is one of the biggest rivalries in the world. This hurts a little bit more when it comes down to the crux of it, especially where Barcelona, they don't even believe that they're Spanish, if I could say that.
They're Catalan.
Yeah, they're Catalan. So when you have two of the best guys in the world that have been winning Ballon d'Ors back to back to back over how many years, the arguments of who is better gets deeper. And this is why I brought in Twitter, because it exposed a lot of people's mindsets on each player. And people now, because they want to get one up on each other, just to win, because the reason why the Messi and Ronaldo argument annoyed me so much is because I genuinely believe people were not even supporting Real Madrid and Barcelona. They were supporting Messi and Ronaldo. That's why it annoyed me so much.
But Samuel, like when Ronaldo joins the team, don't you see like the overall team, they just score less goals overall as a team, less dominance on the field?
But wouldn't you say he's doing his job though? Like everybody has a job task.
But look at that system; it's disjointed. Like every time he joins it.
But Zidane's system needed Cristiano.
But Delta, this is about two players. Whether a player brings that's irrelevant. This is about how well are these two individuals doing, and how well do these two individuals do their job? That's what we're saying. So this is why, if we're talking about who is better, as I said again, I feel it's Messi when you just look at his passing, dribbling, and so forth. But if it's a greatness thing, Delta, whether you like it or not, there's parity.
As a goal scoring perspective, it's very close. But as an overall player, it's not even close. That's
what everybody said, bro. Everybody agrees.
No. But people actually believe they're close as overall players.
Technical ability.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to one guys, okay? And let me come to Suleiman. Where do you stand on this whole thing with the transfers? Why these Fanboys are so crazy?
I mean, there's two reasons why it's so crazy. It's the fact that the overall dominance of these two players has spanned over decades, and the second thing is like it's a social media era. You know, if Messi and Ronaldo played against each other in like the 80s or 90s, of course there would be a rivalry, but it wouldn't have this much exposure where like now people are retweeting, liking like everything, you know, and it's crazy. Like 90% of the people on Twitter I feel like are like Cristiano or Messi fanboys, you know.
But again, I've got to go back to the whole goal scoring thing. What I find so weird, which is the point I don't made up, is that when someone feels they've got a one-up, is because, hey, Cristiano scored twice, Messi scored once. Oh, Messi scored 3 times. But my thing, Simon, is that if a guy is focusing on goal scoring, playmaking, passing, creating, and another guy is focusing on goal scoring, why are we comparing goal scoring between the two? When one guy focuses on one aspect, another guy is focusing on like 3 aspects.
Yeah, I think the only reason why they're compared is just because of the fact that they're both like forward players, and the fact that one played for Madrid and one plays for Barcelona, like a fierce rivalry. I think that's what caused it. I feel like if they never played in the same league or like against 2 rivals, they would be kind of compared, but they would never.
But the one thing that's the comparison is weird because yes, they're two attacking players, but they're 2 different kind of attacking players. See, Cristiano versus Lewandowski, Cristiano versus a thing, it would make sense because they're guys who are focused on goal scoring. Messi is a playmaker, creator who also scores goals, but you can't take with the fact of like one of his main jobs is to create for other guys. Cristiano, your main job is not to create. It's to score solely. So why are you comparing a sole goal scorer with a playmaker, creator, goal scorer?
You know what?
So sorry, Solomon, and then come to you, Don.
No, Don could go.
Okay, Don.
No, I'm saying, for me, I think one of the biggest determining factor we can use is we can try and measure the impact of the team after the player left. Like, for example, let's say, you're at a workplace. We want to see who's more important to the organization. We'll ask if person A leaves compared to person B, who would sink the ship more. Let's give an example, right? The fact that Madrid won a CL with the same core without Ronaldo became a big question mark on Ronaldo, whereby the moment Messi left Barca, everyone could see that no, this is a different team.
But Iniesta, all them guys left as well. It wasn't only Messi.
But Messi was still holding the fourth. But he still holding the fourth.
Yeah, I
even
agree.
after those.
I agree. But with Ronaldo, he was the only one of the only ones to leave. With Messi, the whole 09 and 11 team are like an afterthought. Like they're afterthought. That was the peak.
The thing is, but as much as Barca wasn't as good, the team still feared Barca because Messi was there, right? Because even La Liga, Barca, the moment Messi left, Barca became almost like a mid-table team.
And remember, Don,
wait, hold on. I've got to come to the guys. So Rob, Corn, and Zed. Rob.
Yes, what's the question?
So basically, this whole thing with why do you think that these fanboys hate each other so much between Messi fanboys and Cristiano fanboys?
Well, I think it's mainly because they want to be right, or they want to say that their favorite player is better.
Thank you.
That's basically what it is, I think. Not much else, because they can't accept that anyone else is better than their favorite player. So I think it's that simple.
That is true, yeah.
Eric,
can I add one thing real quick, HH?
Yeah, Suleiman, go for it.
You know what comparison would have made more sense? But I know it doesn't right now because Neymar, he's not like what we thought he would be. But if prime Neymar was like the same age as Messi and they played at the same time, that would have made more sense because
100%.
Neymar and Messi, they're both dribblers, they can both create, they can both score. So I feel like that would have made more sense.
Yeah, I got to make it more sense. And they say, and I think that's the issue. Before I come to call, it's weird because there is no other striker that put up the same goal scoring numbers as Cristiano. Because post United Cristiano, especially after Mourinho, you compare Cristiano with another striker or a guy who, especially with another pure goal scorer, either an inside forward or a striker. But another inside forward striker were holding his numbers. The only guy that had similar volume of numbers to Cristiano was Messi. But the issue is that Messi is a different kind of a player. So, do you know what the true thing is? Is that the issue is Messi is such a freak of nature. Because it's such a freak of nature, because you can compare Messi to a dribbler or a passer or a creator, and you can compare him to a goal scorer as well. Because he does so many different things at one point, which is why the whole back and forth doesn't really make that much sense. Cole, talk to me. Cole.
I think Messi, at his peak, he's the most talented player in world football. But for me, HH, I'm sorry to say this.
Wait, why are you sorry? Say what you don't have to apologize to me. What the heck?
If I'm a kid, right? If I'm a kid, and let's say like I'm around like age 17 or something like that, or 18, I'm a kid and I'm playing soccer for like my university. Football. Sorry, football.
Hey, yo.
World football.
No, core, just football, not world football, just football.
Okay, football, all right. So then I'm playing football for my college or something like that. The number one player that I want to be like is Cristiano. Because one day that's my dream. That's my dream, and he's achievable. Like his achievements, what he's done as a professional footballer is absolutely amazing. So for me, HH is hard, but for me, I've not seen a player like Messi. HH, bro, I'm so sorry, HH. Messi's talent is incredible. He's legendary. HH.
Wait, hold on. No, sorry.
Can I ask him a question?
No,
can I ask him?
This is about
Is he better than R9?
Aren't you like
Is he more talented than R9?
I feel like he is, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
But
he said the best player he's ever seen. He might not have seen those. That's the best player he's seen.
Because HH. When I started watching soccer,
It's football, man.
No, sorry, football. I started watching football in the 21st century. Okay, and my first
21st century.
Yeah, so so starting in the 2000s is when I started watching football. So
I'll give it to Messi because he's been the best player currently in the 21st century.
All right, thank you. All right,
Yeah.
Zed, where are you at with this whole thing with this crazy abusive fanboys who wants to leave me alone and keep sending me racist messages? Wait, why are we laughing? They do. So I don't know why you're laughing, bro.
No, I'm laughing because I know you're right. I know it's true. So I think there are two ways to think about this. I think you can make an argument that there's something intrinsic to Messi and Ronaldo that makes the discussions about them so vitriolic. But you can also make the argument that it's not even intrinsic to them. It's just human nature.
Yes.
For the first point,
we need animosity. We need conflict.
Yeah. So for the first school of thought is these players are so like diametrically opposite. They're just look at the picture. They're so different in so many ways. Messi is humble, unassuming, quiet. He speaks with
short.
If you watch Copa America, he's not really that humble. You know?
Yeah. He's not that much of a nice guy. But I can see what you're getting in terms of like one guy is short, one guy is tall.
Yes. So like one guy just he speaks with his feet. You know, he married his like high school sweethearts, that kind of thing. Like very.
Zed, don't go to Las Vegas.
No, let's not go there. Let's not go.
Whereas Ronaldo on the other hand is a diva, is a prima donna, is a celebrity. He's spray tan, air gel, underwear, adverts. Messi is Mozart, Ronaldo is like Elvis. They're completely different.
Don't do that. Zed, don't do that. Elvis
was big in America, man.
No, I'm just saying Messi is
no. Hold on, Delta. You don't want to know my real views on Elvis, bro. Trust me, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I know. I'm gonna try and watch the film though. I wanna try and watch the film.
But let's leave that.
Sam, I won't.
My point is Messi is appreciated. Messi is famous purely for football. That's it. Just purely for his genius of football. Whereas Ronaldo, he's great. He was a great player as well. But there's Ronaldo is has more of that celebrity factor than Messi. So that's the one reason so they're very, very different people. Number two, look at the clubs they played for. Messi played for Barcelona for pretty much his entire career. Whilst Ronaldo played for probably not even arguable, the two most followed clubs in football, Real Madrid and United. And not only did he play for them, he played for them in an era where Messi constantly, repeatedly tortured those clubs. Two Champions League finals, he slaps United. He just destroyed. Let's be honest. Like he kind of shadowed Real Madrid for most of that early period where Ronaldo was there, and I think if Ronaldo played for any other club, let's say Liverpool, a less followed club, maybe there wouldn't even be a debate. It's like but the fact that he played for those two clubs, he played for the two clubs, the perfect two clubs for him to have sort of a vocal minority to kind of lay his claim. But even with that, Messi's, obviously the polls usually favor Messi anyway.
Well, it depends what poll you use. You see, you know what my thing is, and I'll take your dubs, is that I want to know how many people are like FG. Now, some of you guys may not know.
Should have brought him in here, man. It would have been wild.
If I brought you, yeah, I should have brought him in here. But I don't know how many guys are like FG because FG said to me, because I said, FG, when Cristiano retires, what are you going to do? He says he'll stop watching football.
Wait, didn't he say he's going to follow his, like,
this is saying you're not a football fan. You're a Ronaldo fan.
No. Yeah, because he said, like, look, like, his thing is Cristiano. Once Cristiano retires, there's nothing for him in there. So my thing is that how many people are merely, because this has been such a crazy, fascinating thing, how many of these guys are merely fans of these guys and are so invested in this debate? So once they retire, they're like, oh, I'm done now.
It's a perfect storm. Messi is appreciated by people that appreciate, they're purists, they just love the soul of football. Whereas Ronaldo is appreciated by people that like stats, that like the flashiness, the goals.
No.
To be fair though,
because that is no. There have been some former players who played the game who believe that Cristiano is better than Messi.
But they're few and far between. Most of them.
You can't really.
Shout out Ebro.
You can't really take.
And by the way, most of those players are former United and Real Madrid players.
No, but seriously, you can't really take footballers' opinion seriously because one time David Alaba, he was asked who was his 3 toughest attackers in world football. He said Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Theo Walcott. Now I get Messi. Now listen, I get Messi and Theo Walcott, but you know the other guy.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take some debates from what this guy is saying, man. Okay, so Mike, thank you for doing Mike. Congrats, HH. First signing under the Tad B era is Gabriel Slonina. And of course, he's American. Laugh out loud, except to the old goalkeeper.
Shout out Chelsea, man.
Okay, my American guys, how good is this guy? Or
I don't know.
Is this
I've
American
never heard of
tax?
him. I'll be honest.
Do they even know him, though?
I've never heard of him. I'll be honest.
He's a journeyman, man. Don't worry too much about
Man
him.
are bums, bro.
So even Americans haven't heard of this American. Is that how we're going to start this era?
Bro,
I was
I'm more of a European football kind of guy. I'm an American, but bro, I never watch anything American.
You're a disgrace, man. You should
bro,
watch
whatever.
MLS.
I'm a disgrace, bro. Whatever,
like
bro. I'm a
I
disgrace.
watched like a decent amount of MLS, but I've never heard of this guy.
Muhammad, you should watch MLS.
Actually, hold on. Let me ask you quick. How many Americans do you
Did
think
homie say
actually watch the
MLS?
MLS?
Not
hell
many.
no.
Not many.
Oh hell no.
I think there's more like Americans that watch European football, like La Liga or the Prem, more than MLS itself.
So
Bro, I try to avoid
you don't even support your own red, white, and blue.
There's more Americans who watch
The only thing
Bundesliga.
American I support is
More
UFC,
Americans who watch
bro.
Bundesliga.
UFC. I don't watch. I try to avoid American football.
You
Those
wait, you
guys
watch
are
UFC?
bums, bro. Yeah, I watch UFC. I watch Oliveira. I mean, even those guys are not from America though. Like, I watch.
Hold on. So, shout out to your boy Ash Art. Thank you for Ash. It appeals to people's self-interest. Now, I like this and affects their self-esteem. Example: Messi won Ballon d'Or. I support Messi. You support CR7. And therefore, me, I'm better than you. I support the winners. You don't. Like
This
politics.
is true. This
No,
is
you don't.
true.
It's self-esteem thing. When I saw a guy who I forgot what his name was. He had plastic surgery to change his eyes and his facial structure to look like Cristiano.
Shanta Ronaldo.
I think it's Shanta, someone like Shanta and so forth.
That guy is sick in the head.
Yeah, no, but and so
That's
I think,
scary.
and it just shows. Look, I don't want to be too abusive towards people because now we're dealing with like mental health and so forth. But I just think that there's some people who they live their lives through these guys. For instance, Messi is just posting a picture of himself and his wife. Why are there like 3 million likes? like
Doesn't make sense.
No. It's like, what does Messi's wife or his kids have anything to do with what Messi does as a player? But you literally see like 3 million, 4 million likes, and it's like heart emojis. And so wait a minute, this is his family. Why are you invested in his kids, his family, his brother, and so forth? So there's some people where they have gone so beyond it that they wouldn't know about these guys, their lives, their history, what they do, and that's just scary. But again, it's like self-esteem. People, their happiness is really based off of, did they score, did they do well, did they get injured? Guys, let me say this right now. I thought of this a few days ago. Let's say around November, a week before the World Cup, a player, let's say, does a hard tackle on Cristiano or Messi, and they're injured for the World Cup. I tell you right now, whoever that defender is, he needs to go into witness protection. Because, and this is no joke, there will be a guy out there who will try to do something to that defender. That's how it is. 100%. If there's a defender, there will be someone who will try to do something to that defender. Because you're head of the story of Escobar.
The guy that got shot because of the
because he
got a red
an own
card.
goal at the World Cup.
Oh yeah, own goal. Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, true,
I didn't know what's so crazy. When we used to play in Nigeria, every time someone scored an own goal, people said Escobar, and so forth.
That's
Madness. Sick. Your boy here says, I meant IBAM. Oh, I think this is not too. So CR7 versus Messi debate was fair from 2009 till 2014. And then the Penaldo thing happened. Percy was the response, and it went further to Iberman and Bolivia man. So he'll do sorry, Iberman and Luxembourg man. Honestly, sad. No, look, my thing though is that's why I'm so happy with guys like Gavi and all these guys coming through. It's coming to an end. Like guys, this World Cup is so significant because this is it. Now, Cristiano apparently has beat his case in America. I feel Cristiano is going to find a way to play it. If Portugal to win the World Cup, Cristiano is going to be at that World Cup in 2026. Now, for Messi and Neymar, this is it. But I do feel that a 42-year-old Cristiano, I'm not sure whether he'll be able to walk. He'll still be there,
No, we'll bring a wheelchair. He'll be there. Don't
on the
worry.
sidelines.
Daddy U says, Pendu is just an overhyped Lewandowski. Hashtag Siak.
Ooh, that's
Delta, can you now see what you've now started now? Delta,
Siak
what is
Kelly.
because of you? Sick man.
That was creative, wasn't it, Jake?
No, PSG Delta fan. Wait, you have a society? Confession. Hater.
He put a rainbow, bro. Oh, he put a rainbow, bro. Pause.
I'm not reading that last bit.
Look, I
I'm
don't
not
know if
reading
they're
that
gay
last
for
bit.
me or not, but I
I'm not
appreciate
reading
the
that last
society.
So say, for me, I think this is true. I think, like guys, like there has never been. Now I don't know what happened back in the 80s, and I understand like River Plate and Boca Juniors is crazy. That is really crazy, but I don't think we'll ever see a rivalry as intense as the peak Barca Real rivalry because of Mourinho, Pep.
Yes, and Pep,
those
yeah.
players as well, Messi, Cristiano, how good those two teams were. I don't think we'll ever see a rivalry like that because see,
And politics
Liverpool and
as well.
City, Liverpool and City, like, are they? Liverpool and City are nowhere near as good as these two guys were at their peak. Nowhere near.
No, it's not.
So-
It's not even a rivalry. Let's be honest,
No,
guys.
it's
It's
not.
not.
Double H,
very
Double
tame.
H, I have a question for you.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
You always say that Mourinho ran out Pep, right?
Yes, he did.
So did Fergie kick out Mourinho from Premier League?
No. Mourinho just won.
Yeah, thank you, Casey. Thank you, Casey.
No. What do you mean by thank you? No, Casey. Mourinho came to win the EPL, something that Chelsea had never done. He came, he conquered, he moved on.
No Champions League though.
Yeah, where's the CEO?
Oh, he was cheated out of it. He was
Bro, he
cheated
got
out
the
of it.
he got the Porto seal. He got
So
the
who
Porto
kicked
seal.
out Mourinho from Spain then?
No one. He left by his own admission.
After he failed to win the Champions League and was on
Pep
his
did. He
knees.
doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't.
Your boy here says, Abdul, has Ozil been better with or without Ronaldo?
Abdul ain't here, bro.
Oh no, but okay. Wait, but that's. But what
Modric
does that
the
mean?
same. Modric the same.
But that's
went
a
to
dumbass
Arsenal.
question.
Yeah, he went to freaking Arsenal. What the hell is he supposed to do for
He's
Arsenal?
playing with bums. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He had Giroud, man. I mean, come on.
Delta. Patrick. People debating who's better between CR7 and Messi are annoying as F. Tired of all these comparisons. Real football fans learn to appreciate both players. 100%. I've always said that. I feel Messi is the better player, but I trust Cristiano in high pressure situations more so than Messi. If I have a big game with high pressure, I go with Cristiano. If I'm just choosing which player do I want to build my team around, I will choose Messi. So both guys have their pluses and their minuses.
So why do you try to jinx him all the time?
To jinx who?
Cristiano.
He jinxed both though. He doesn't
Casey,
want both. to win the
no,
World Cup.
Casey. Maybe you missed out. My beef with Cristiano is when I type Ronaldo in Google or Bing, I want to see
Who
R9.
uses Bing, bro? Who uses Bing, man?
I do. No, Bing is actually
Is that the guy who has scored fewer goals than PK in Champions League?
Oh no, sorry, no, Casey, sorry, it's the guy who.
No, but it's a 2022.
Hold on, let me answer the guy, Casey. Sorry, Casey, it's the guy who, after a life-threatening knee injury, became top scorer at the World Cup, scored the winning goal in the semi-final and both goals in the final.
Carried by Dino.
Wait,
It's that guy.
Can I ask you one last question?
Go for it. What's up?
Was the Real PSG title a jinx?
Real against PSG.
Yeah.
No, because I wanted my Mbappe narrative to come through. The jinx was Man City. That was a jinx.
But
United as well.
there was also a Messi narrative because people say he can't win a CL without Iniesta and Xavi. So there's also that Messi narrative.
All right. So Miss B Nation, you bums really watched CR7. He wasn't just goals in Madrid. He created so many opportunities, chances. He had so many assists. But here's the thing, though.
I mean, we all said that.
This is where like stats can lie, because do you know that the guy who passed the ball to Maradona for that goal he scored from the halfway line, he gets the assist. So my thing is that
even Edison has an assist, man. Come on.
Yeah. So my thing is that I will rate a through ball over a simple square pass or a simple pass and a guy just puts the ball in. So you have to tell me what is the quality? What is the quality of the assist?
It's so dumb because look how many assists Iniesta has, and you're telling me he's not one of the best playmakers of his generation? Like, come on.
I think one of the biggest examples is actually David Silva. He had so many pre-assists whereby if you watch him,
there we go.
Everything will go to De Bruyne. Whereby Silva done all the hard work.
No, because my thing is that, like, for instance, that City PSG game. Now, that was a really, really great pass that Silva did to Mahrez. But the key pass was Gundogan's pass.
Gundogan, yes.
Because Gundogan's pass took us like 2-3 Madrid players and actually put Silva in a position with a lot of space to now put that. So you have to watch it with your eyes.
It's hard to argue with guys who watch football on the calculator.
That's not, but done, and that's my situation. That's why I try and get off my timeline. People, can you stop? Basically, start managers, get off my notifications. Keep that crap on the timeline, because Twitter is filled with just numbers. I'm like, okay, these numbers are cool. Have you actually watched the freaking game?
Yeah,
so all you have is just
Bruno look like
he
knows what he's doing. Look at Bruno. Bruno is the biggest example I'll always use.
Your boy here says CR7 from 06 to 2014 was the best left wing in history. #skills. To 2014,
I'd still have Ronaldinho over Cristiano.
Of course, Ronaldinho's the best technique.
Yeah. I mean,
but Ronaldo's technique died. Ronaldo's technique.
Yes, CR7 Messi comparison didn't start with goals. #hater. Who? Cristiano and Messi, I don't think people were comparing them even back in, 08, 09, and so forth. Really.
Yeah, when Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or, they weren't comparing.
No,
they weren't comparing.
They weren't comparing. And see, this is the thing that, again, I told you, both players are great in what they do. But just as football fans, when we saw Messi, we're like, oh, he's that dude.
Exactly.
The way that we viewed Messi early on is the same way that we viewed Neymar when we saw his goal for Santos. They're just guys that the football world knows that, oh, this is now the next guy. And that was supposed to be Neymar. So Neymar was supposed to be the guy who follows Messi as now. You're now that main guy. But
no, it's just like Mason Mount. When we saw him, we knew he's not that guy. Moving on.
Hey, just ignore this guy. I beg, please just ignore
Man
him.
said Mason Mount, you know.
Don't.
That's a yellow, bro.
That's a yellow, bro. That's a yellow. So thank you for that. Laura Umbrell says, why? All right. I don't know who Young Dolph is. But shout out to your boy.
You don't know who Young Dolph is? HH.
Is that the rapper?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, it is. The American rapper. The one who
That's
passed
the way.
away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look. I told you, I'm 90s rap. So unless it's Pharoah Monch or Talib Kweli or Blackstar, those are the older guys, and I don't know these new guys, man. Link, thin-lipped swim trunk model and grown dwarf can't be the. Oh my god.
The wing, bro. What a crazy guy, man. What a crazy guy.
Daddy Uz, Delta is very knowledgeable. Double down, Delta. All
You know
right.
you're doing something wrong.
I
Daddy, you
appreciate that.
Hey,
No.
That's not a good thing.
As Suleiman just said, if Daddy Uz is complimenting you,
Now, look. I like all my haters too. I want to be hated on this channel, so I mean, it is what it is.
Your boy Low HH. I think Noah Beck is more crazy than Mount. Who the hell is Noah Beck?
You don't know Beck was actually decent. He was like he's a celebrity in the charity game. Like, he's actually decent. I can't lie, bro.
Wing says lip fillers and growth hormones can't be goats. Okay, Wing. You know what? Thank you for that, Wing. Daddy Oos, Modric signing saved Pendu's career. Prove me wrong.
That's
not
a
necessarily.
fact, I mean.
Because how many times? How many times did Carvajal provide for Cristiano?
But Modric is a Ballon d'Or
Marcelo,
winner.
yeah.
You gotta respect the Ballon d'Or.
Marcelo, yeah.
Doesn't that mean that Modric improved with Cristiano? Then doesn't that debunk what your guys' narrative?
I mean, yeah, it goes both ways, but Modric signing was still essential. Like,
okay, that's true. I agree with you. That means that Modric went from strength to strength because he played with Cristiano.
Yeah,
but also Modric was damn good for Tottenham as well.
I still can't believe that guy played for Tottenham.
I think
I
with
still can't
Modric,
believe it.
CR is irrelevant because even now you can still see the quality in the player.
Wait, hold on. You know,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wait, hold on. Tottenham Tottenham had both Bale and Modric.
Bale and Modric, yes.
Two
And
of Real
Berbatov
Madrid's
as well.
probably most key.
and they sold them for like a shit ton of money
And Van
too.
der Vaart.
Like I think
But that's
Modric.
money.
Yeah,
That money's
at his
worth
peak.
it, though.
Wait,
That
hold
money's
on.
worth it.
This Messi and Cristiano debate is good and all, but can we talk about how Darwin Nunez is going to absolutely wreck the Premier League next season? Now, wreck in what sense? Look, guys, look. Here's the thing. No, but see, so Sam, here's the thing. If Nunez, let's say, drops 20 or 25, it doesn't negate what I've said. Now, my conscience is clear. I feel the guy fails the eye test and he looks like a Uruguayan lumberjack. But a lumberjack can still get you 20 goals. So my thing is, if he gets 20, 25 goals, I'm like, okay, fine. Now, if he comes and starts looking like Lewandowski or Pick Arden and scoring, then I'll apologize. Because I don't know how that guy I saw from comps, who takes 3,000 years to do a step over, is going to now look like a quality player that passes the eye test. Like, if he does that, then Klopp is the next thing to Moses.
Listen, as I said, at the beginning of the discussion, I'm not going to get at anybody who was cussing Darwin Nunez. Because on the eye test, I even admit, listen, this guy looks horrible. However, all I just want him to do is score goals. So if he scores 25 goals, my goodness, thank goodness we play for the 100 million.
But Samuel,
Sam,
he has to
one
replace.
good season. Sam,
I'm
one
saying
good season.
But
That's
he
what
has
I'm
to
saying.
replace.
I'm not confident. I'm not putting anything down as permanent. I'm just saying let's just wait for the season and then we'll see.
But for 100 million, I want him to be the difference maker. Like if we were to face Madrid again, that 100 million, bro, that's like the highest spent at Liverpool under Klopp. For a person that costs that much, all right, maybe he could be trash on the eye test, but I need him to step up at the very least in the biggest occasions of his career. If that's not,
Listen,
if
I
he's
need
not
him
good,
to do what Kai Havertz did in the Champions League.
exactly.
No other manager will be dumb enough to do what Pep done. That's Pep sex. What I'm saying is, for Nunez to improve you, he needs to do what Mané done and more. Because what Mané done was not enough. So for him to improve you, he needs to do whatever Mané was doing, score in big games, and be able to score against low blocks. So if he doesn't do that, then you guys just gave Benfica a donation.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking for Nunez to do that. I'm actually looking for Diaz to do that.
No, Diaz has no end product. He's very entertaining. Kulusevski has actually done better than him.
Well, you can
English
say
talent.
that, but
Wait, can Percy and CR37 make Werner a UCL winner? Mount did. Talents FC, your
He has a point
true.
there. He has a point.
No. Pep did. Pep
wait, hold
did.
on. Just one more thing. Don, you said he's done better than Diaz. Would you say he's done better than Grealish then?
Yes.
Of course. You cost 100 million.
Yes. Grealish just came to lift the medal at City. That's what he came to do.
Okay, that's cool. But just next time say Grealish as well.
Grealish as well, yes.
So hold on. First place, can I please? No. You have to click the link on Twitter. I've posted the link on my Twitter page and click the link. You can join in, bro. People stopped worshiping God and started worshiping idols. You see this with actors, musicians, and athletes. Society's effed up. People need God. Wow, now that's deep. No. Look,
people need brains.
Look, for me, as I say again, look.
I agree with that.
I think that. Look, bro. We are here because we love football and we have a slight obsession with football and so forth. Bro, like, Ronaldo has been my idol for ages. Like, what's it called? When I was in a job interview, they said, oh, name your 3 heroes. I said, one of my heroes was Ronaldo because I viewed him as like a hero when I was growing up. But there's a level, though. No, I
don't get plastic surgery to look like your favorite player.
Yeah,
like
no, but see, and this is where I don't want to go into deep, but this is not where we deal with mental health. For some people's lives, may not be that great, and their only joy is this. It's like you hear about guys. I remember there was one thing that I think it was in Cameroon. It was in Cameroon or Kenya, and I think it was United had lost. And when United lost, the guy killed himself because United lost the game. And these things happen because they are so fully crazy invested in this whole thing. It's his like do or die for these guys, man.
But that's the thing with me. When I realized that when I was younger, football was getting a bit too much into my life. When I said it's changing my mood now, I had to take a step back from it.
Sam. So continue.
No, I was going to say with Liverpool losing the Champions League final against Real Madrid, that hurt me. But it didn't hurt me as much because I knew that there's more to. That's why I just took the break and just came back again.
Yeah,
just to say
it's like the same thing happened to me. I remember when Nigeria lost to Denmark, I was like, I can't allow the sports to have this control over me. It makes no sense because literally, I was crying, I was depressed. Because this is when I was so obsessed where I couldn't actually even watch games in full. I had to basically leave when my team was winning because I couldn't watch it because I was too nervous.
Did you feel the same way when Iniesta scored?
No. See, Casey. This was post Nigeria demo, which was in '98. So when Iniesta scored, I was like, okay, I'm ready to punch up someone, and I'm never recognizing that's 09. So see, that was more anger. I was like,
No, I felt the
my
same
team just
when
got cheated.
When Trent took the illegal corner.
What do you mean by illegal corner?
It was taken too quickly.
You got brick defenders.
Wait, hold on, Casey. Now you admitted that, it explains everything.
Man said illegal
listen,
corner, bro.
It was taken too quickly.
Yeah, no. My issue with Liverpool is that they get bent over 3 times by Real Madrid. They lost to Atletico, I think 2 times in the last 12, 13 years. They also lost to Sevilla. It's only against Barca and Villarreal that they show up.
That's your fault. Dembele didn't want to put it in the back of the net, man. Like it is what it is, bro. Like how does men like Origi
but now this is a comment that now really pisses me off. This I think this is the kicker that will end up. CR7 and Messi were bigger than football. It shows, and this is the crap.
But football gave
gave
them that platform.
No, because this is where people need to. Okay, now you need to hold up. I know you want to be excited and so forth, but you need to hold up. Football existed before these guys, and football will exist after these guys. Football is the number one denominator and so forth. Because here's the thing: when CR7 and Messi goes, okay, leave. Trust me, football will still continue. We're still going to have debates about Liverpool, City, Bayern, Real Madrid thingy.
Lugo.
Okay, who's talking about?
But I blame PSG for this HH. I blame PSG.
In what sense?
They've made the players feel bigger than the club. Like let's say Mbappe FC.
What? No, that was way before, man.
No, he's right.
No, that was way before.
No, I'm saying.
But
the
how
thing
much
is,
success has it brought them? How much success has it brought them?
But double H,
that
it has set a very bad precedent, though. You know.
No. What I'm saying is, I think PSG not winning the Champions League is football's karma. Is karma from football.
Yes.
At the end of the day, if you just take mercenaries.
Bro, your team literally ruined the Premier League, man. Like, calm down.
No, we won 4 and 5 out.
You're ruining the Premier League with all this oil money, man.
That's true, I agree, but only Grealish is a mercenary, though. Like, that's the only mercenary I would say.
Wait, Mohammed, you sound like you're in submarine.
Y'all hear me now?
No, you still sound like you're in a submarine. You sound like in a submarine. What's it called? AR says, there's money for Nunez, but none...
Listen, I'm still on FSG's neck. Because there was one report. Now I know I didn't believe it at all, but it said that FSG might be willing to sell the club. Do you know how much I celebrated that? Like FSG, yes, we've got one Champions League, one Premier League, but we haven't spent like a big club. And when we're actually spending 100 million, it's not really the player that I want.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. So your boy here says, no, you didn't make me angry. It's just that, no. Here's the thing: people do believe that Cristiano and Messi are bigger than football, 100%, because they look at popularity and Instagram clicks, retweets, and so forth. So whether it's a joke or not, there are people who genuinely believe that. Hence why I've always hated. I've only made one video addressing the rivalry. Just one sort of video. And I did that like years ago. And that's it, because I'm like, this is like, football can't come down to, who's better between this, boom, boom. I made my video, gave my thoughts, and I did that was 3 or 4 years ago. But people are just, because it is what it is. So, and I think it was someone, I think sent it up. It was Rob. Nobody wants to lose. And people always want to see that they're right. And people will use mental gymnastics to try to admit they're right or so forth. So before we get out of here, so your boy Faisal, where are you at with this whole thing? Messi, Cristiano, and so forth. Which side are you on? Mr. Faisal IQ Ball, are you there, bro? Faisal IQ Ball, or... Okay. Oh wow. Damn. Okay. He went away.
Yeah, you scared him away, man.
No. I didn't know. I didn't scare the. Oh, Faisal.
Oh, there you go.
Are you there, bro? Faisal IQ.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. Can hear you. Let him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. So thank you, HH. First of all, I was the guy who sent you the chat, asked you for the link, so I joined. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Also, I want to say something before I give my opinion. Is that your channel is really good, and my most favorite channel. I
Thank
tune in
you.
every single day for like
Thank
6 years. What I want to say about that is I'm a huge Cristiano Ronaldo fan, and he's my most favorite player. And that being said, and that has been from my childhood since 2004 and stuff like that. My wallpapers, and I used to be a big fanboy and stuff like that. But even after all that, I think if someone asked me, and the prime example is that I was sitting with a friend of mine who doesn't watch football or anything, and they asked me, so who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? So as a person who doesn't watch football, I gave them my opinion, which I wanted to be honest with them, and I told them that Messi is a better player than Ronaldo, even though I'm a huge Cristiano Ronaldo fan, because I do agree with you that yes, he overall as a player, if somebody who doesn't know anything and they just watches them, they don't know their record, they don't know anything, and they just watch them play, or if I watch them play, I would say Ronaldo, Messi's a better player. The reason why I prefer him more, and I don't agree with anybody who disrespects either one of those players, because these two are the greatest players of this most followed or biggest sport of the world. Um, I think the reason why I support him is because the pure fact that when I started, first of all, watching him, I um, admired his, in the United back in the United days. I didn't feel like there was any player that was more dangerous than him. And I do, disagree with you guys when you said that there was no comparison back then. I remember even before the 2009 Champions League final, I think when United lost, when Messi scored the header, the beautiful header. Um, Even before that, there was a huge debate over all channels, and everybody was covering that and saying it's Messi versus Ronaldo, Messi facing Ronaldo, Messi facing Ronaldo, and it was still a big thing, and not as big as now because they've been doing this for 15 years or something. But it was still a thing where that was pretty much the first time they were going to face each other, and people knew that they're the two best players at the time on the planet. The reason you said that why they're being compared, even though one is a goal scorer and one does everything else, they're I mean, to that, I think they're both being compared because they're both, like someone said, forward players, and they both bring goals to the table, and they both bring wins to the table. I know defenders also bring wins to the table, but at the end of the day, what matters most is the goals, and that's why they're compared, because they're both forwards. And the reason again why I admire him more than Messi, me personally, even though I think Messi's a better player, because in any sports, and I play competitive sports, I believe the player that's good or the best is the one who can perform in a pressure pressure situation, in a high intensity situation, and you can be a great player. And not that Messi have not done that, Messi have also done that, but I think Ronaldo has done that more times than Messi, and it doesn't matter how he's done it. I don't care if he's done it through his if his with his foot or head or a tap in, or however. If you wanted to ask me, hey, you're the coach and we need to win this game, we need one goal, we got 20 minutes on the clock, who would you bring on? So me personally, as a football fan, I think I would bring on Ronaldo, because I think he can impact the game or win me the game. I don't care whether it's with the pass or a goal or whoever or whatever. And thirdly, the thing is that he's also played in different, he's dominated pretty much different teams. Like, for example, he's been the greatest
Basically,
player.
a lot more adaptable.
Yeah, so he was in Manchester United system. He was in Real Madrid system, and then he had to change his game too after the injury. And he still, no matter what you say, Modric did this or Modric signing, but you don't see other players doing what he did, or anybody, because he was the major part of them winning the three-peat. He did do that. I mean, he had important goals in the knockout games, and he pretty much, I wouldn't say, of course, carry them, because that wouldn't be fair, but he didn't carry them, but he did have the most impactful moments for them to win that, and for Real Madrid to be, to win Champions League 4 times. And while he was there, But I absolutely love Messi. I even have a shirt of Messi, so there's no point of hatred towards Messi.
I think no. Look, I think this is why it's when I put out the video, I said like the keyword here is perspective. Perspective. If a perspective is purely eye test and talent, Messi wins. If a perspective is adaptability, high pressure situations, Ronaldo wins. Because I've always said like I feel Ronaldo is much more adaptable. He's done it in different systems, different situations. And if I have a high pressure moment, like Messi's biggest weakness is he doesn't deal with high pressure moments very well. That's always his visibility.
Wait, so you're saying Cristiano is more clutch than Messi?
100%. Like Delta in a high pressure situation, I'm taking Ronaldo over Messi because Messi's biggest weakness is when the pressure is on, he falls. He fails.
But HH, what's your reasoning behind it? Are you just talking about purely on goals? Are you talking about assists? Are you talking about creating for your teammates?
Performance.
No, but
I disagree because I feel like overall performance, Messi is better than Ronaldo. As an overall,
no, because Delta, you look at those Copa, you look at the World Cup semi. He was a no-show. Without Mascherano, they don't make the final. The final itself, he was a no-show. Lavetti was playing better until Lavetti had to be brought off.
Yeah,
and many
true.
people say that if the Murray had played, he'd have said, what's up? The Copa America finals, both against Chile, as the best player, you've got to do something. You've got to be the difference maker. You had to be the difference maker, and you weren't. So my thing is that there have been so many situations where the pressure is now on, and Messi falters because Messi just doesn't have the same kind of character that Cristiano does. So and Cristiano's arrogance is why he is so good at those pressure situations because he's got that strength of character that Messi doesn't. And sometimes you need a little bit of arrogance in those situations because
Okay, if all of that is
done. I'm saying I think it's something noticeable, right? Normally, if you look at most of the most talented players, normally I think the fact that they had a head start in life, normally even they don't get as much character building than someone who had to really work hard to get to where they are. Even their mentality normally is keep going, whereby Ozil, I think, was even one of the biggest example, whereby if things don't go their way, they start hitting the ground. And you see it a lot, whereby with guys who really had to work for every inch, these guys naturally they have a more fighting spirit. And you will see it even if you've played any sport at a high level, you will see that guys who have to work hard continuously, then these guys have a never giving up attitude and they'll fight.
And it's done, which is why. And we'll probably maybe talk about this when we just have like more GOAT conversations in future Sunday Hangouts. That's why for me, Maradona is the GOAT. Because Maradona was incredibly talented and he knew he was talented, but he cared and he worked hard. So why Maradona was so dangerous was that Maradona was a combination of Messi and Cristiano. He had the talent of Messi and the character and a hard work of Cristiano.
What about the cocaine you took?
No. Explain to me why in the 1990 World Cup he went 7 games without a goal.
What do you mean? Wait, who are you in reference to?
Maradona. He went to
without Maradona, who was injured. They don't sniff that final because
he played 7 games in the 1990, and he didn't even score a single goal. And you're talking about his character of Cristiano.
Oh wait. Are you talking about Maradona? Or are you talking about Ronaldo? I'm confused.
No. You said he had the character of Cristiano.
Yes.
And I'm saying, if he had the character of Cristiano, how come he went 7 games without a goal in the 1990 World Cup?
Why do you need character to score goals? Isn't character also your performance?
But that's your notion of Cristiano being better at big game than Messi, right? Because he scores goals.
Yes.
So why aren't you giving the same energy to Maradona, who went 7 games without a goal?
Because Maradona is a different kind of a player.
So wait,
so his influence on the team and the role that he plays is different from Cristiano.
No. Between Maradona and Messi.
Okay.
How different is it? I know they're a little bit different, but how different?
Because of what Maradona did in 86 and 1990. In 86, he was the main reason why they won the World Cup. In 1990, when he was actually injured and not fully fit, he still inspired them into that final, not being fully 100% fit. And for Messi, who has had much better teams, Messi has had much more talented teams and much more help. You've come up short. You came up short in 3 consecutive finals.
I disagree with that, HH, because in 1986 World Cup,
he had a player who scored 2 goals in that final. So you can't really say Messi
Delta,
had
are you
much
saying
help.
that the 1986 team was more talented than the team that Messi had in 2014, 2015, and 2016?
Yes, yes, yeah, 100%. Yes, yeah.
Let Casey respond to this. Let Casey respond.
They had,
to
I
this.
think they had a lot of Copa
Higuain
Libertadores
said.
winners also.
I mean, dude, they had
86 team was very
Biglia
good.
starting. They had
Come on, man.
Biglia. Like, come on, Enzo Perez,
His name
Biglia.
is Billy. No, but look, Delta, nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
Messi isn't perfect. Messi's weakness is that he chokes in big moments. That he doesn't deal well with pressure. That's a weakness.
Look at
Yeah,
this
when things
season.
don't
Bro.
go
Look at this
Messi's
season
way.
against that penalty against Madrid. Like if that was Ronaldo, he would have scored, bro.
Yeah, that was a big moment. Like whenever a big moment, like if there's a penalty, and this is a penalty to save all penalties, and there's a huge pressure on, there's no chance I'm giving that penalty to Messi. No way. Because
didn't
Messi will get
CR7
nervous and then he'll miss.
Didn't CR7 miss in 2009 and 2012?
Casey, if there's a penalty where it's all the stakes in the world and so forth, who will you give that penalty to, CR7 or Messi?
Neither.
Casey, you have to choose one.
It's hard because both of them miss penalties also.
No. But okay, the point I'm making is that it's a high pressure penalty, which means that nerves will come through.
You're talking about penalty shootouts?
Who deals better with nerves, Messi or Cristiano?
Wait, HH, you talking about penalty shootouts? Like
honestly, I don't know. It's hard.
No, just a penalty where there's high pressure and there's a chance of nerves affecting you. Messi is more affected by pressure than Cristiano is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Messi only missed once in the penalty shootout, which is 2015, but he scored in every single penalty shootout that Argentina had against Colombia, against Chile, against Colombia again into last year's Copa. I mean, you got to give credit to Messi and the pressure, but I wouldn't say he's obviously the most clutch player. I mean, most clutch is probably got to be Zidane scoring 2 goals in a final.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, between Cristiano, you talk about the character of Cristiano, but I don't feel like he's mentally right there too, because he hasn't scored in a knockout stage. He's never won player of the tournament.
Same thing as Messi.
Yeah. I wouldn't give bad character to Messi too, but when you talk about character, I'd say Zidane maybe. I mean, Zidane would be a fair point. Talk about the character of Zidane. Talk about the character of Pele.
No, but Delta. But you have to admit though that Messi's weakness is his inability to deal with pressure.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his only demeanor, his mentality. He gives up too quickly for a player of his caliber, for his talent. Who I still believe is the best player of all time, alongside Ronaldo, the Brazilian, and Maradona. It is just a demeanor that has been haunting him for the past decade. And
so English Science FC says Ben Arfa was more talented than Benzema. #87 French class. I'm gonna have to say no, man. I'm gonna have to say no, guys. Gonna have to bust through there. Look, man.
Did you see the Starfield gameplay trailer? Starfield. It looks good.
It literally looks like a carbon copy.
No. Look. Let's just. But guys, one thing says, look, Sam. Shout out to the Uruguayan lumberjack and so forth. But I'm going to ask this again. Maybe some guys didn't answer. Who scores more, Nunez or Haaland next season?
Haaland, bro. Haaland.
Haaland. Wait, you're asking me?
Haaland.
No, okay, Sam. Who scores more? And be objective. Who scores more? And I'll ask the street as well. Haaland or Nunez?
No.
EPL only. Just in the EPL.
Yeah. If we're going by what everyone's saying and the way Man City play, Haaland should be scoring more goals. Let's just give it like that. Because as Man City fans say, Haaland just needs to stay in the box, and he just needs to tap in the goal. So it should be Haaland.
I have a funny feeling that Haaland is not going to work, bro.
I feel like that too.
Alvarez will have a better season than.
I have a question. For Sam.
Bundesliga tax is real, man.
What's the question?
Are you afraid about Salah's form? Do you think he will come up from in the start of the season, because he has been down since AFCON?
I'm not sure where Salah's mind is at. I'm not sure.
He's not doing the same thing as last season.
No, because Salah has taken a lot of. He took 3 huge L's: AFCON, World Cup qualification, and now the UCL final. After talking all that big talk, so
see what happens to you when you celebrate Christmas, HH.
Christmas tree tax.
But HH, I know in your other channel, you do like movies, you do other criteria for like video games, etc. I want to talk to you about like movies and films. When you're bringing up,
DM me. But my thing though is,
live
Here's the thing. Haaland should work. And everything tells me that it should work and so forth. But, because for me, I've sort of gone off Haaland a bit, bro. Because let's be real. All Haaland has really done was score those 2 goals against PSG in the UCL. Because whatever you do in the Bundesliga doesn't really... for me, we saw it with Luka Jovic. We saw it with that bum-ass clown, Timo Werner. Bundesliga, it doesn't really matter.
Respect Werner, man. Respect Werner.
He also scored in the UCL with Salzburg.
Yeah.
But if it does work, right?
Group stage tax.
If it does work, if it does work, do you think the league will be over by January?
I don't think so.
No.
If it does work.
No, don't. Casey, let me answer you. Casey, here's the thing. If Mané leaves, and that's confirmed, so your most clutch goal scorer leaves, Nunez comes in, who has to readjust. If Haaland walks, it's over. It's over by January.
Yeah, but we need Haaland to just score against 3 teams: Southampton, Crystal Palace, and Tottenham and Spurs. That's all we need from him. Just 6 goals, and then in the CL, the rest, our squad will take care of the rest.
I mean, no, but I can see, like, guys, it doesn't matter what the media says, bro. It's that Pep has made a mockery of this league, and I think that Sam, I'm sorry, bro. If Mané leaves, I don't know how you win the league.
No, I'm so happy that Mané is leaving, because for me, I'd say that's the most dangerous player.
No, because here's the thing: it's volume and importance.
Yes,
Salah gives you volume, Mané's importance. Because Sam, you will know this: when you won the league, Mané's goals won Liverpool the most points.
Even the CL, it was Mané.
So, and volume of goals and importance of goals, those are 2 very different things. You need both. You need volume and importance, but those are 2 very different kinds of goal scorers. And if you're now going to take away importance, and now Jota has to fill that in. Luis Diaz, I think, is a quality player, but he's not really that a goal scorer. And Nunez, I don't know. Sam, because you're supposed to be the closest, because I don't know what freaking Todd B is doing. This might turn into a one-team league, bro.
And the fact that Origi is leaving as well, I feel that was another big clutch player of theirs, whereby he's got iconic goals for them. So the fact that Origi is leaving and Mané, wow, I'm so happy.
He's getting old, man. He's getting old.
I think Origi was much more of a specific big moments player. I think Mané is the real issue. That's the real issue. Because Sam, I tell you right now, you should have said, Mané, we appreciate you. No, we need you to stay. Because
listen, I said that. It was other Liverpool fans that weren't appreciating him. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I mean,
no, I'm happy for you guys.
Because so they said apparently that you offered Mané like 200 something thousand. He said, "Nah, I'm out." And is he saying I'm out because I want to try something new, or I'm out because I feel you're not really appreciating me?
Yeah, I think he wasn't appreciated. He wants to try something new now, so it's like, yeah, it's time. It's gone.
But why would you want to go to Bayern though? I mean, it's just gonna
why not?
That. I mean, you see what's going on with Lewandowski over there. I mean, the ownership of the club, they're not wanting to let Lewandowski go. They're holding him hostage.
No.
Seems like a circus.
But here's the thing: if you're going to offer me the wage packet I want, I am guaranteed a trophy, which is the Bundesliga and so forth, and I still have a good chance of saying what's up in the UCL. And also, let's be real: if Mané goes, he's pretty much the prime player there. With Lewandowski leaving, Mané is much of a bigger deal than Koeman, than Sané, than Gnabry, and so forth. So therefore, you're now...
He's not bigger than Thomas Müller. He's not bigger than Thomas Müller.
HH, have you seen like the interviews that Lewandowski's coming out with? Like he's saying, there's bitter sweetness in me that I never want to talk to the owners again. I want to leave, and that's my demand. Like he's been going off like crazy, all gun blazing.
No, look, because I think what Bayern did was, we are okay. I want a new deal. Yeah, sure, cool. We're trying to get for Haaland. And see, Bayern's arrogance. Because for Bayern, they thought that, look, we've been poaching guys from Dortmund all the way through. This is going to happen again. But they forgot that Alf Inga Haaland playing for Man City. That's Haaland's father. Homeboy, if you look at the pictures, he's been a City fan for a long time. It's Pep Guardiola, which most guys want to go and play for. So Once City enter the chats, Ban have no sway when
But
City enter the chat. So
where do you think this Lewandowski situation is going? Like, do you think he's staying? Do you think he's leaving? Like, where do you think he's going to end up? Like,
here's the thing. It's a very tricky one, because my thinking is that if Bayern get Mané, I feel that's you can't replace Lewandowski directly, because we're living in a world without any strikers. So if you get Mané and you reshape how your team operates, I think that is the replacement to Lewandowski. Not like for like, but it's a replacement in sense that we're now going in a different direction. Now, if they don't get a Mané, then he stays. Then they lose him for free. Like, Lewandowski has to understand this. Bayern can't sell you if they don't get a replacement. Bayern can't go into a new season with freaking Choupo-Moting as a main striker. That is stupid.
HH.
Yes, sir.
So besides United, who else was in for Nunez?
that was about it. United and Liverpool.
Shit. Then why did you pay as if you were in a bidding war?
No, because the 80 million was the asking price, and it didn't go up by that. So Man United actually bidded more. They came in to bid more, but obviously Nunez wanted to come to Liverpool, so they just said that he can go to Liverpool.
We might as well have just paid his release clause.
Like, let me relate. Nunez would actually work better for United. I think United need Nunez a lot more than Liverpool do.
I think so.
100%, because if he's my guy, he's my goat. If you can't have a 37-year-old geriatric as your main striker, because Cavani is gone, Rashford is freaking useless. Who else do United have as a striker? What, Martial? So,
Nunez. What about Chelsea? Why didn't you guys bid for Nunez, HH?
Because I don't think they need him.
No, Don. Who's going to create for him? Mounts? Pulisic? Don, we need. So Don, here's the thing.
Wait.
No point
so
in
he
getting
can't
a
create his
striker.
own goals. Then how is he going to solve Liverpool's problem of a low block?
Don, come on. Don, if you have Salah, Luis Diaz, Trent.
But Salah wants to run. He just wants to run. So he forgets.
Don, who had double figures of assists?
Salah's a good playmaker, man. Like,
Salah, and also these are proper assists that he makes. So
when there's space, no. What I'm saying is most of Salah's assists
he creates space for himself, though.
Is when there's space in behind. The problem is whenever there is no space in behind, creation became an issue. So you need a
but Don, you can
create
say
their own
that, but
chances.
how many times does that actually happen, though?
And so I'm saying you needed someone of a. Why don't you guys then go for Lewandowski? Try to do a swap with maybe.
No, the thing is with Lewandowski, this is where I push back on this idea. Lewandowski in big games, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's a bit funny.
Samuel, I agree with you, man. I completely agree with you.
But funny compared to Nunez?
No. But as just an overall player, because he's already developed. Nunez has years to come. But look at Lewandowski and.
No, but look at Lukaku. Lukaku had years to come, but what happened?
Done. Wait, hold on. So your boy here says CR7 06 World Cup scored the winning penalty in the quarterfinal. Yeah, shut up. No. Chris has done his thing. Man City is going to F up so many teams next season with Haaland. It won't even be a debate anymore by January. You're putting too much pressure on this dude, bro. Putting way too much pressure. I think,
all I'm saying is that because
I've seen this story play many times before. There's so much of an assumption that Haaland.
Yeah, there we go.
There's so much of an assumption that Haaland's going to destroy everything, and there's so much of an expectation that. And some people say that, bro, you know that he has to readjust the Premier League. You know that the Bundesliga and the EPL are two different beasts. You realize that the way guys defend in the EPL is very different from how guys defend in the Bundesliga. So Haaland, I know that City play totally differently from how Dortmund play. True. It's a different setup. So you know that
honestly,
there has to be a readjustment period.
The amount of space Bundesliga defenders give their attackers, I mean, Jesus.
No, Mane's going to enjoy it.
It's all different. Shout out to your shot hurdle. Pep didn't like Zlatan, and he was more technical than Haaland. As a City fan, I don't think it will work. Here's the thing, though. you look at Ibrahimovic actually scored a lot of goals in that season. It's just that
He
they
did.
didn't say what's
He
up.
didn't want to do what Pep was asking him to do. It was a clash. Same thing with Eto. Eto was like, I've been a striker all my life. You've never been a striker. How can you tell me how strikers?
But Don, bro, that is the worst swap of all time. How do you swap Eto for Ibrahimovic? After Eto helped you win the UCL, scoring the UCL final.
They could have three-peated, man. It was honestly an honest assessment to look at. Like Barca could have three-peated with that.
But you have to look at in context. Like he just had 1 year of experience at high level.
Yeah, you're still new.
So that was a mistake.
True. No, and I think and he will admit that it was a mistake. Pep 09 is not the same as Pep 02. Pep now has more prestige and respect from players. Unlike 09 with Zlatan, when Pep was still pretty much. Yeah, like I think Pep will realize that I made a mistake. Look, you coming into a job, first in the job, you win a treble, pretty much unprecedented. Man, you're the king of the world. You think, look, I don't need Ed, so let me try and be experimental. And I think Pep has been a victim of his own success. He's had so much success so early on in his career. He feels like, oh no, I'm the reason for this success. Like very few managers have had such crazy success so early that I've done. Hence why UCL final, just play the team. Nah, man, I've got to win this final. I've got to do something very special and play the final. Like Bayern Munich, bro. Just play Bart Simpson right back. No, I'm going to put Bart Simpson as a DM because he can do this and so forth. Like, no, you don't have to. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's like, nah, I've got to tweak. With Haaland, Man City's players will go back to mainly playing in their original positions. Their entire team will level up because they have a striker. But how will they react to having an old school number 9? That's what I want to know. How will this? Because remember, City have been. Aguero wasn't a throwback number 9. Aguero was a very different number 9. So how will they react and how will they operate?
I think the Brenner will play the way he plays with Lukaku in Belgium. Like just put it there, and something will happen.
But Lukaku has more tech than thingy.
No. Don't say that, HH. Don't say that. I think Lukaku. You can only compare Lukaku with Nunez. Leave Haaland alone.
Don't do that. Don't.
Come on, Haaland is not that technical.
No. Like Lukaku's first touch is a pass, guaranteed. Like
no, don't. It's improved. No, don't. No, that was Tim's. Tim's was United. Since Inter Milan, Lukaku's first touch has improved.
No. In Inter Milan, he had more space. No. In Inter Milan, he had more space, so it seemed as if he was controlling and running.
No, come on, it's improved. Your boy says Haaland is adaptable. Had 3 coaches at no. Even if he had 3 coaches, Pep's system is radically different from what he's
and he was injured a lot of the time.
Even if he was injured, what? Guys, this is going to be interesting because
no. But can I address these injury issues?
Look. So here's the thing: when last did Pep have a striker like Haaland? Think about it. Ibra ain't like Haaland.
He's never
like Haaland. David ain't like Haaland. Lewandowski ain't like Haaland.
No, Mandzukic was a different beast. I don't think Mandzukic
was like a header merchant, man. It was like a weird player. I can't really he's a big game player, but I can't really describe what kind of player he is.
But he had better ball control.
He had better ball control. I mean, Mandzukic is the closest thing, but it was a better ball control.
Can I address this Haaland injury issues? The thing is, one thing you must understand is when you play for a smaller team, you have more workload. It's the same thing with Kane, whereby they rush you before you've even fully recovered because you're still needed in the team. Whereby if you play for a bigger team, there's more rotation. So he might get injured, but not as much as he's currently getting injured.
But, we'll be out of here, but the pressure is on 100 mil Nunez. Haaland is 50 mil.
I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why I disagree with that. Technically, Grealish cost more than Lukaku. Technically, maybe by only 3 million. However, there was more pressure on Lukaku than on Grealish. Think about it.
Yeah, because we had won before he came. You guys didn't win the league or the champs. So this is the guy who's supposed to bring you glory.
No. Okay,
no.
If Nunez comes, who has more pressure, Haaland or Nunez to perform?
Oh, Haaland, because he's actually come with people saying that he's better. Are we gonna act like Haaland was not hot property like a year ago?
Oh yeah,
No, but
like
Samuel, let me ask you a question. Did we not win the league without Haaland? So Haaland will only be judged in the Champions League, not in the league, because we've shown that we can win without him. Whereby
you guys are missing
were on for the quad but didn't win any of the major trophies. So this guy is supposed to be the difference for you guys.
Wait, can I just ask you one question, Don? I'm not asking Casey on this because I already know Casey's answer.
No, I'm actually going to support your argument now.
Say again?
I'm going to support your argument. You can.
Okay. Oh, no. I'm just talking about something else. But look, so Don, are you saying that you never won major trophies when you won the League Cup and the FA Cup?
No. I'm saying at the end of the day, you have cups have different weights, right?
Yeah.
When you're going in the season, even the board will sit down like, okay, what are our main objectives? There's must wins and nice to haves. Like a League Cup is a nice to have. It's like we wouldn't mind winning this, but our priority is this. Hence, even when you have games, you will rest players based on the priority of the games. So that's how it is. Whereby for you guys, depending how you want, like us at the moment, we're gonna weigh now the Champions League higher than the Premier League because we've won 4 out of 5. Whereas with you guys, it's really hard. You would say the Prem because you've won 1 in 32. So that's what I'm saying. And that's how you plan at the beginning of the season. Okay, last season, what was short? Okay, we needed someone who could score when we faced low blocks. So let's go dash 100 million on Nunez. Now, the thing is, if you still have the same issues prior to that, then did you really improve?
No, because okay, I'm gonna let Casey talk, but I'll say something after.
Casey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, the reason why Haaland has more pressure is because you're not looking at the wages he's getting.
Wages.
Thank you.
Because he's on, I think, 300 plus K wages.
Is less than KDB.
Yeah, around that only. I think it's
Yes.
320, 310 last I checked.
Yes, it's around early 300.
And what Haaland is on 300k?
Yeah.
Yes.
So overall speaking, I think City has made a higher investment in Haaland than Liverpool has in.
Sterling's on 300 as well.
But no. Haaland has more pressure. Don't know why Haaland has more pressure. It's because of people are expecting him to do well and how people are rating him.
Thank you.
What did we do yesterday? We spent the whole time insulting Nunez and said that
Exactly.
Liverpool are making mistakes. So really, Nunez can only sort of
improve on his footballing.
Basically, Nunez can only win because if Nunez comes and flops, hey, we all saw the mixtape. We all said he was a flop. We all said it was a mistake.
I can actually say about
if
Lukaku.
Haaland flops, it's like, oh, how good is Haaland really? How do you compare him to Mbappe? How can you compare to Bundesliga sucks? Oh, so this guy was just hyped up already. So people are actually saying that Haaland, you're seen as the next big thing. People had the audacity to compare it to Mbappe. Let's now see how good he really is.
But we can say the same about Lukaku, whereby as much as he cost a lot, we never really rated. Most people who watch football never rated this guy.
No.
Still not performing.
That's
still
not
got criticized on top of that.
Look at Double H videos when his signing was announced. He was calling him a number 10. He was saying that his touch is good. He was saying that you will get the quadruple.
You. So about who? Which player?
Lukaku.
Casey. Just relax. Don't know what you want to say.
What I'm saying is, it's that new signing hype, whereby whenever someone is, of course you're gonna praise them, even though you know deep down in your heart that this guy doesn't really pass the eye test, but still, there's always expectation when you come for a big fee. It's like, let's say you join a new company on a very high wage, even if there's people who knew that you were mediocre, the expectations are still there. Same thing with Nunez. Nunez is not, at the end of the day, as much as we don't rate him, he's not coming on the cheap. He's coming at a very high premium. And with those comes expectations. Because you're going to see there's also bonuses in his contract. If you score X amount of goals, do what. So the expectation is that we can't pretend like because we don't rate him, it's not there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
look,
but no, but if you have to contextualize it. Yes, he's come with the money that he's come with. There's no doubt about it. But if you look at flop of the season, yeah, and both Haaland and Nunez flops, people will be looking at Haaland more because of what he came with before.
yeah, the expectation,
Nunez
yes.
only had one season, and
okay.
even with that one season, people are still not rating him. As
Okay,
HH said, you lot literally went in on him yesterday.
No, but
So we already know.
Look at Grealish. Look at Grealish.
Grealish
is
Haaland
flop.
has a yeah.
No, I'm saying Grealish's flop went under the carpet because we won the league.
Yeah.
Had we not won the league,
Don't stop it. No, don't stop it. No. Don, here's my response. Don, are you telling me that people talk about Grealish the same way they talk about Haaland?
No. I'm trying to give an example. The thing is this: if we win the league and we win the Champions League and Haaland doesn't contribute, it's gonna go under the rug compared to us not winning them.
It's once. No. Don, do you know why it's one? Because who in the world was talking about Grealish in the world? Haaland is seen as, this is one of the top strikers out here. Now,
yes,
granted, it won't be made as big of a deal if you're still successful. But what
that's my
is
point.
it will not be much more in the spotlight, but guys were like, bro, Haaland hardly contributed to this guy's win. Do you know what it's like? It's similar to the whole like Hazard thing. Not same strip, but it's similar.
Exactly.
Yeah, Real, they won on everything, but guys are like, wait, Hazard. Okay, come on. All right, we did everything. Okay, Rob, talk to me. Where are you with the whole Nunez and Haaland thing? Who has more pressure to say what's up, Rob?
Well, I think it has probably Nunez because of his price tag, because he's 100 million, and he has had one good season with Benfica, and before that he struggled a lot. And we have already seen quite a bit of Haaland, and he has played very well. And his transfer fee is quite low for 50 million.
So Nunez has more pressure, or Haaland has more pressure? Who?
Nunez has more pressure because he has only had one great season so far, and his transfer fee is much higher compared to Haaland. And Haaland has played very well before for Dortmund, for Norway.
No, but Rob, you're making that.
Your argument works against itself.
Yeah, because if you're saying if a guy has only one good season, then why should we accept that he should do anything, as opposed to a guy who has been playing very well and is seen as one of the top strikers? If you now come and you now flop in one of the most talented teams and one of the best managers out there, shouldn't we have more scrutiny for you then?
Well, it's a bit difficult because one player has a much higher transfer fee and the other player has played more in the past. He has a bigger reputation. So by that logic, I would say then Haaland, based on he has played much more and the expectations are a lot higher.
See, that's my thing, because because Nunez, you can, how much, put it this way, Coutinho, I don't care how much, even when in Barca, Casey, when your bum-ass trash club puts 120, 130 for Coutinho, I was laughing because I'm like, this guy's a long shot merchant. This is going to fail. And when it did fail, I didn't put that much scrutiny. How many people even put that much scrutiny for Coutinho failing? Because guys are like, yeah, we know this because we never rated Coutinho, and we know that Liverpool finessed Barca. So when Coutinho failed, I was like, you go finessed. It is what it is, So my thing though is it really depends on the profile of players. So on one hand, I can get how there will be pressure, which is why I think this is really harsh for Nunez. So it depends on what kind of player Nunez is, because don't believe that players are not aware of how much is being paid for them and how that factors into how they play. 100%. Lukaku knew that, I cost 97.5 million. That is the highest transfer fee. So there is an expectation. And when I don't perform, I am cognizant of, damn, I cost 97.5 and I haven't performed. It's known to you. As opposed to you just came in for 25 or 30 million. So for Nunez, how is he going to now deal with? Bro, social media exists. People are looking at social media, and I'm sure Nunez has seen that. 100 mil for this dude. What? I don't understand. And maybe if it's a certain kind of guy, so guys are doubting me, or guys think that they're wasting money. Let me prove this guy's wrong, give him more. Damn, nerves, pressure. I'm now second guessing myself because of the expectation and so forth.
And also, if we keep it a stack, listen, I don't want this to be like a one-team league because let's be honest, City have won 4 out of 5. Cool, but people, as soon as Man City got Haaland, they're already saying the league is done. If people are already saying that, already the pressure on Haaland to do something is there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But Samuel, you have to look at it in context that when you'll have just came from having two of your best seasons, and you didn't win the league, and Mané is leaving. You understand? So when you put it that way, that when you guys were almost perfect, you didn't win, and you could possibly get weaker, whereby City could get stronger. So when you add those together, I think, of course, social media will exaggerate at times, but when you look at that logic, I think that's where the scary part is.
But then I have to say that, yeah, Don, your argument still does go against you because you said that Man City gets stronger, so it still argues the point that what I'm saying.
Y'all get weaker. Y'all might get weaker by losing money. That's the problem.
Look, let's put that question mark. Let's put that question mark on Mike. We don't know yet. But what I'm saying is that Haaland has already come with an expectation that you lot are going to dominate with him. Champions League and Premier League. Am I correct?
Yes. Especially Premier League. Champions League is still that we don't know how Pep feels on the night.
Let me hit this. So, whimsical thought. Hope, thank you for the dub, whimsical man. Hope, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that Haaland is really a Pep signing. Somehow I don't buy it. Reckon there's some kind of external pressure. No way. See, which is why this is so interesting. It is impossible that you can impose a signing onto Pep. He's too successful.
No.
He's won so much for Pep.
But you can make an argument that there could be some external pressure because this is Pep's last season in City.
Is it?
Yeah. He hasn't extended yet, right?
There's a 2-year extension that it's gonna be announced soon. Haaland, part of Haaland's conditions was Pep staying.
Oh, then it's
no. I mean, see, for me, no. I think that I do think he's going to send that extension because I think for Pep, he's like, look, man, I feel Pep is not going to leave until he wins the UCL with Man City. Because
he doesn't like seeing Jurgen Klopp win the Premier League. So he's like,
I know, and also I think he wants to continue to test tube and breastfeed this EPL. But more so, I think he doesn't want to leave until he wins the UCL. And I just think that Pep is too big and too successful for you to now enforce a player onto him. Because see, it's different with Tuchel. Yeah, Tuchel won the UCL and so forth, which is big, but he's not brought the amounts of consistent trophy success that City have had. Like, this is the easy City's most successful manager of all time, easily, by far. So when a guy has done that, Pep is really the big dog. So which is why of course, not a Pep player. Haaland is far away from being a Pep player. So I am actually interested to see, what is Pep going to do with this dude? As in, why is Pep bringing him in when this guy is the complete opposite from the kind of player profile that Pep wants as a striker? So, Talents FC, EPL next season, more hype, more eyes, hashtag La Liga jealous. Look, man, I mean, as I said again, look, every league brings in its own thing, man. Every league brings its own thing. But here's the thing. If Barca get Lewandowski and Di Maria, that's Lewandowski and Di Maria.
And if Fati can stay out of the hospital bed, I think.
There we go. If Fati cannot be Fatima Bache and Su, LC, Pep left La Liga, hashtag boring rig, said EPL is the best. Yeah, with all money. No. He didn't leave. He was run out by Mourinho. So get that right.
How did Mourinho rebuild Chelsea? Where did you think Abramovich got his money from?
Through very legal means. And in case you have no proof that Abramovich did not get his money from legal, proper means, so please stop.
You know he has oil tankers, right?
Yes, oil tankers that sell flowers and so forth. Nunez has more pressure. He costs more, and Liverpool haven't won the Prem or UCL. Also, Mané is leaving, big shoes to fill. Nunez under pressure. Yes, there's pressure, but how much pressure can he be under when people do not expect you to succeed. That's the thing. Some people just expect you to succeed. I don't know how much pressure you could be under. Your boy again says, you know what? Put the pressure on Haaland. He has CR7 mentality. According to who, he will literally thrive under that pressure. He's going to destroy England. What is this assumption that this guy has amazing mentality? Like, what is proof that he has a big mentality? Like, look, let's see what he does in the EPL. But Haaland has not shown me any proof that he can hack it at a high level with high pressure. So this is going to be a huge test. Guys, that's it for us, man. We'll be back on Tuesday. So remember, so Monday is a members hangout, is on Monday, 11 p.m. And Tuesday, we'll have our live transfer show for transfer news and so forth on Tuesday. So guys, peace out, stay true, stay real. And De Bruyne, you let down Hazard in 2018, you prick. Peace. One love.
Man City needs to win the CL.
Thank you.